YouTube's working. I just got the notification.
Nice. I just have to take that and announce it on. Did I just close off the chat? What? Hold on. Wait a second, chat. I'll be right back. I'll be there very, very soon. You can also greet everyone. Say hello, Induro Maravar.
Hi.
Yes, this is Induro Maravar.
In the flesh.
In the flesh, yes. Alright, can you type something in chat? Ooh, we already have 6 people watching.
Yeah.
Hello, hello everyone.
YouTube chat or
YouTube chat, yes.
Gotcha.
Alright, I'm gonna close this down real quick. Close down with the Alright. You type something? Alright everyone, welcome to Oblivion Remastered. And today we're going to be doing a Permadeath challenge. Oh, there. There we go. Oblivion Permadeath challenge for 30k. Looks like the second time I'm revealing my face ever since we've honored the 6,000th time by creating a Dunmer. Well, first of all, let me do a permanent save with a Dunmer that I already have.
Yeah. I regret not having done a Dunmer playthrough remaster yet.
Well, this is your opportunity.
It is. It is.
Are we doing another Dunmer run? Because we're already doing it.
We can do...
Chat! We're at the whims of chat.
Oh, that's true. Always.
Look at this.
That's just awful.
Look at the sun.
The Etronach's a good sign.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna be honest. I think my favorite one so far to play through as has been the Orsimer. I think that you can make them the ugliest.
Yes. So yeah, part of it's gonna be character creation. So let me save the game. Let me make a new save. So it's a full save. Now we can actually go to the main menu. Yes, and so we can now start with... Oh, we already have 10 people. Hello. Start a new game.
I was born 87 years ago.
It's been...
For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land.
Oh hey, it's our thumbnail. On the sound level, guys.
This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433.
Fire resistance, free
These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
Oh, it's probably... Hold on. algorithm doesn't do this. All the videos that I'm monetized. It's absolutely insane. Like, I couldn't enable monetization because I thought it was like... I had to let subscribers, but apparently that was actually killing my channel. Like, that's why I didn't grow as fast as I should have.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Who we're playing as? Manzio? Fabio? Alright, so everyone's demanding Dunmer. You're also saying Dunmer.
Well, I think Dunmer is good, and it's, you know, it's thematic, right? And the Mohawk. Oh man, it's too good.
Okay, so... what are we making him? Because, by the way, this is for our first live. So here's the rule. If the race dies, you can play that race anymore.
Sure.
For the next character.
Dunmer's a good start. Dunmer's a good start. I think maybe the best strategy is to make an Argonian and a Khajiit and then kill yourself immediately so you don't have to play them.
Yes. Alright, so... I'll go with type 2 this time. Because it was type 1 if you couldn't tell last time. It was actually type 3.
It's
but...
impossible to tell.
Okay. Okay. So let's make... How ugly do you want to make him?
I mean, I feel like if we're speed running it, just going, you know, right left on all the slides is a pretty good strategy.
Hold on.
See, that's already wonderful.
Let's make him a Discord mod. Hold on. This is not a Discord. Yeah, let's... No. No way.
Stolas says they can't hear you over the game. Or somebody over the game.
Wait, you can't hear me over the game still? Alright, so... How's this? Better? How's this? I think it should be a little bit better now. Yeah, hold on. First, I know the Mohawk is great hair, but
If you're going Discord mod, I think you have to do something a little bit more stringy. You know, a little trashier. See, that's really good.
Hello, Dead Lava. How's it going? Okay. So we should. He can't be too old because Discord mods are not that old, but
He might just have bad skin.
this is good enough.
Gotta make him pale and pasty. That's right. That's right. This man has never seen the sun.
No, we need to have the opposite of Giga Chad beard.
You know, Stolas, I'm gonna say it. I like the receding hairline, and I'll tell you why. It makes the character feel more realistic.
Is this more Discord mod or is this more Discord mod?
I think if you're gonna give him the no chin, it's best to do a really skinny guy. I think the best Discord mod, like sort of like facial feature, is gigantic chin and lots of them.
Gigantic chin?
Just a huge chin. Not Giga Chad though, like like sort of bulbous chin, maybe.
Like this? Oh, well.
Hit him with the overbite, yeah, or that's an underbite, I guess.
No, that's the Giga Chad. I think that's good.
I think that's pretty good.
Hold on, cheeks. Huh? No. Oh well. I want to make him look like realistic. Not like too grotesque, but... Is this realistic enough?
I mean, I feel, you know, you've seen Yager Magan. You can go gross. He's got corpus though, doesn't he?
Yeah, look at this. I think it's the... Look, his face is not proportional, if you've noticed.
Yeah, the cheeks are kind of, like, way farther out than they would be if he was just, like, you know, sort of a, like, chubby-faced.
Looks like my high school gym. It looks like my high school gym teacher. Oh well. Oh my! His face is not proportional at all.
No, that's kind of how you get the really gross characters in Oblivion, though. You have like the wacky facial proportions. I think you're going to be getting more proportional once you go down to jaw, though, because you can make it sort of equivalent to the cheeks.
Okay. Chin. I think that's good enough. Eyes. Obviously large eyes, or should we make them very small?
Yeah, make him really small and get him some glasses. Can you? I don't know if they have any glasses in.
You can add it as a mod, probably.
Probably, but I don't think base game you can get any glasses.
Inward tilt or outward tilt? Inward. Apart or together?
I think together is. Yeah. Yeah.
It's taught after 6 weeks, Bender.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel that Todd is a Brit.
Oh, we didn't do the brow. Hold on. So is he surprised by stuff, or is he just disappointed?
I think that if you want to give him like, man, I do kind of like the disappointed because it scrunches his face up. Oh, man, that brow is nuts.
All right. So, by the way, chat, I'll tell you now. The way this is going to work is that whenever you say switch, we'll switch. Whenever chat says switch, we'll switch.
There we go. That's what I was looking for the whole time. That's perfect.
Oh no. Oh boy. Jutting or retracted?
Jutting, for sure. For sure. Look at that pouty lip. Look at him.
Yeah, you're... I can't believe this! Oh my god.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Oh, we didn't do forehead.
Big old forehead. Make his hairline look even more receding. Oh, man.
Big brain.
He's got sort of the Easter Island build going on there.
Oh my god. Oh my lord. Oh. What's this thing? Is it a sloth or a dunmer? Sad or happy? Sad, of course. If it's happy, it's
Can he even be happy?
no.
He looks malicious. That's because of the brows, though. Like, hit him with the high mouth again. Looks like he's puckering up, like he's gonna give you a kiss or something. That's fun.
So, should we do like low or high lips? Which is better?
I do think low gives him that sort of ape look, you know. That's so good.
Overbite or underbite?
A massively accentuated underbite.
Oh my lord! He's a mouth breather.
Absolutely. I mean, look at his nose. This guy can't breathe through that. Yeah. I'm all for the pucker. There we go.
How much can... Oh my gosh, how much can we inflate those lips?
Oh yeah. Never enough.
Oh no! Oh no! Ursula!
That's oh yeah. Yeah. There we go. Yeah,
He can lick boogers out of his nose. Oh no! Let's
yeah, the up nose goes crazy.
pointed or flat.
I think pointed. You know. See if we can get his nose to hook over his lip.
The nose deep. Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Nostrils, large or small?
I think large, like he's giving a big exhale all the time. No, though he doesn't breathe through his nose though. Yeah.
Oh boy. Tilt up or down?
See, I think maybe it's clipping with the. I don't know. Maybe it's clipping with the lips too much now.
It's not clipping anymore.
Yeah. Can you go flat on that nose? See what we get. I'm hoping for like maybe sort of a pug look.
Yes, I can go flat on it. Hold on. Pug look.
Yeah. Oh, that's awful. that is very dog nose though, I think. This dude's half Orsimer.
Yes.
Straight up.
Cannon. Ah, this kind of balances it out, but look, I like this. It's like a bow tie on the lips.
Yeah. He's beautiful. Still
Everyone,
I'm talking about.
write in the chat. Beautiful. Type beautiful in the chat. What's the Celia? Oh no.
Clinton's Warped Productions. That's good. Regular brain, forehead brain, lip brain. Do you think the lip brain is split between upper and lower lip, or do you think it's mostly localized in one of the two?
What? Look at the shape. This is the rough. Oh my god.
Put that on a coin, baby. That's on the next septum.
We can generate that probably. Oh.
Neckbeard, 100%. Oh, that's good. What about do you think the shorter one looks more like gross, or that's more Dunmery? wow. The next stubble's pretty immaculate. That's rough.
What about this stubble?
I do almost think that the overgrown beard was a little bit like it's less gross than I thought it. From the front it's gross, from the side it's not so bad. Oh wow. No, that's good. This man is shaving for the chin. He's getting like the like 2000s chin strap almost there.
This mustache or this one?
The thin mustache is funny. It makes him look like he can't grow a mustache.
All right. Now for the color.
Alex, you've just done Megamind incredibly dirty.
Oh, thank you so much, Jacobin Lucas. Thank you. Thank you, Jacobin. I appreciate it. He gave us $5.
Nice. Andy says this guy looks like an anglerfish.
He does.
I do think that he could use maybe something dangling from the top of his head.
Well, let me post our Discord link in the description in the chat.
I really hope that the next Elder Scrolls game allows you to do some of the more racial-based customizations, like they had in ESO, for instance, like the antlers on the Bosmer.
Wait, you can actually put antlers on the Bosmer there? I've never tried that.
Have you never played ESO?
I have,
You've
but
played ESO, right?
I have, but I haven't tried the
Bosmer, sure.
Yes.
You should. They're very interesting, and I think that the way that they did the racial heights was... I think, actually, that might be my favorite Elder Scrolls character creation. They also let you do, like, body type, which I think is sorely lacking in a lot of Elder Scrolls games. Because even, like, Mr. Sephiroth Deathblade over here, or whatever Stolaz said earlier, he's going to end up being jacked. And this man, he doesn't deserve that. I want a pot belly on my next Elder Scrolls character.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have him if this one dies.
Well, I don't think you can give him a pot.
By the way, guys, also here's another thing. This is made by Indro Nerwar, right?
Yeah, the little drawing there.
Yes, my room is not decorated. If you want to decorate my room, make a fan art, either of one of our characters, so I can have nightmares, or us, or whoever you want, and I'll hang it on the wall, and it will be there for the next like 2 to potentially 4 years.
Yeah. I think a good oil painting of Beardy here would be...
Oh god. Okay, anyway, let's do the hair root color. We gotta do something flashy. No, that's too...
I feel, can we give him like gray roots and then make it look like he dyed his hair? Like back to its natural color or its original color or something.
Oh god!
How bad can the dye job be? Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Hold on, where's the gray?
It looks like they just have white and sort of varying bluish shades of gray. Oh man.
Why? Yeah, let's do white. Which makes him look like he's balding. Actually, hold on. Yeah, let's do white. It looks like he's balding.
He absolutely is bald. I mean, it's the haircut.
Salt and pepper. There we go.
Stolaz, this is the Divine Crusader if we do that storyline. This is Pelinel reborn, alright?
Eyebrow color. Hold on.
I always found it weird that you could be the Divine Crusader as an elf.
How's this? No, his eyebrows need to be.
Oh, dark. Yeah, they didn't change. Nice dark brows. Oh, yeah.
Alright, overview. What should be his name? Chat! What should be his name? Oh, yeah, Tarp, you can join, yes. Hold on. I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to hear you, though, because...
I can't hear anything.
But when you play, you're gonna be able to hear him, so...
That's true. That's true.
Hold on.
Speaking of which, I'll be right back.
Yeah, and then I'll... Give me a second. This is... Disgusting Berg. Prince Dingesberg?
Oh, hello.
Hello, Tarp. How's it going? So
Oh, you can hear me.
Indra Narabot is gonna be with us. So
All right.
he won't be able to hear you
Oh,
unless
who
he
is that? Who is...
switches.
Oh, I
But
see.
yeah,
Well, if he's sitting right next to you, wouldn't he? Oh, because you have headphones in.
yes. Unless
You'd
we
have to-
shared
yeah, I'd
like
have to give him
one
any
of
of your-
those splitting headphones, which I used to have. I should get probably one of those.
Right. Hey, how's my sound? Like,
It's
because I don't
good.
have my normal mic hooked up.
It's good.
All right, good.
Prince Dingesberg, or
Yeah, I can't think of anything good.
Prince sounds like a Game Grounds name. No, I have a good name for him. What do you guys think? I'll wait for Indra Narwat to come back so we could like.
Yeah.
Fit.
I don't think I've met in Naravar,
Here he is.
unless I'm... Hello. Oh, I'm guessing he can't hear me,
He
though.
says hello. Top says hello.
Hey, man.
He's like in the.
Hello.
He's in the headphones, but
Yeah, he's in your head, I get it.
yes. All right, so
Hello.
once I create them, you can do the start quest. You can talk to Tarp and all that stuff. I'm also gonna have to use the restroom.
Earth 69 Dingus.
Uh,
That's good.
Do you think we should go with this name?
Well, Dingesberg is good. He's German.
You have a number in your name?
Can you put underscores in name?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's something cringe. Mudkip, some people are saying. Blaze XOXO 42069. It looks like it ate mud. Alright. Sure. Are you sure you want to be Dark Elf and Prince? Origami Prince 69 Disgustingberg? Is that the verdict? People, if you want a different name, we can actually make a longer name.
I don't know. Oh gosh.
Hold on. If I can't fit this name in, name too long. Ah. What do you think?
I think, what is it? Is it Prince? Like you're saying Prince, but you have a list
Yes.
for
Because I'm
Prince Mudkip 69 Niggisburg. Yeah, that's good. Can you do it the second, or maybe you can attack a double I on the.
Oh boy.
I can. Ah, no. Actually.
Yeah, Mudkip 69 is one word.
Pit dog. Actually, if you want to change to pit dog, that's better.
Pit dog. That's funny. I like this.
Oh gosh.
I think he's got sort of a street persona already. Can you do quotes?
No.
No quotes.
No, you can, you can.
Oh.
We can't sacrifice the 69.
We can sacrifice the 2.
Print Pit Dog 60.
That's it. We're going with
That's
this.
good.
Oh, boy.
Alright. I wonder if we can actually use this.
Yeah, can we do it both at the same time?
Yeah, oh my god. We
That's
can.
crazy.
Hey there, you, kinsman. I haven't seen another Dunmer,
All right.
and I don't know how long.
You can
Where you
talk
from,
to Tarp,
huh?
meet Tarp, talk to
Vardenfell?
people, talk to chat.
You
While
got a wife back home?
Hello.
use the...
Speaking of,
I'm
can
getting
chat
out in the
chat?
dog-
Can you hear me? I
When
just
I
want to
get
make
back
sure.
to Morrowind, I'll look her up.
Chat, can you hear me good?
She must be so lonely.
What's going on, Todd?
Don't you worry, eh?
Hello.
I'll take
Can you hear me?
care of her
I
long
can hear you.
after you're dead.
Oh, good.
That's right.
Nice.
You're going to die in here.
Going to die.
Hey, you hear that?
Man,
The guards are
this
coming.
dude is
for you.
such a dick, man.
Yeah.
Lock that door behind us.
Is he? I think if
Okay,
you're a
chat can
Dunmer, he
hear me.
says something about. I think if you're a Dunmer, he says something about banging your wife, doesn't he?
We don't know that.
Yep, I think that is what he just said.
They said they were attacked.
Man, I didn't get it.
No, they're
Yep,
dead.
yep.
I know it.
What's this prisoner doing here?
Oh, Uriel.
This cell is supposed to be off limits.
I'm gonna kiss him.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Look at this. He
Mwah.
can't
Never
escape.
mind. Get that gate
There's too
open.
much surface area on these
Stand back,
lips.
prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you
Yeah.
get in our way.
You, prisoner, stand aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way and you won't get hurt. Prisoner, stand away from the door. Over by the window now.
Bugs over here. Got me up against the wall.
No sign of pursuit, sir. Stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go.
Same
We're
as
not
it
out
ever
of this
was.
yet.
You. I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods
I
give
don't
me
think
strength.
We've, ever met, have we?
No. Me and you?
Assassins
No.
attack
No,
my
I don't
sons.
think
I don't think
and
so.
I am next.
You know, it's a
my
pleasure.
blades are leading
Ah,
me
yeah,
out
I'm
of the
Tarp.
city along a secret
Nice
escape.
to meet you.
Yeah,
By
yeah,
chance,
that much
the
fun.
entrance to that
Yeah, it's
escape
an
route
absolute
leads through
pleasure.
your cell.
This is the
Oh, yeah.
first time I've been on any streams with Jacob here, so.
Yeah. It's,
I am your
my
emperor,
thing is
Uriel
I'm
Septim.
a big
By the
lore
peace of
head.
the
I edit the
gods, I
wiki.
serve
I
Tamriel
edit
as a
UESP.
ruler. You are a
That's
citizen
awesome,
of
man.
Yeah,
Tamriel.
I make
and
art.
you
I write
too
articles
shall
and
serve
stuff.
her in your own way.
Okay. I'm also really big
Perhaps
into
the
the Elder
gods
Scrolls
have
lore.
placed you here so that we may meet.
Yeah.
As for
I
what you
was,
have done,
I'm a big
it
fan
does
of
not
like
matter.
a lot of the stuff
That
Kirkbride did. I don't
is
know.
not
What do you think
what
about
you will be
Coda?
remembered
That's
for.
that's a good opener for anybody.
Well, that's a loaded question. I'm sure you
it
know.
is.
So
I'd
we
be
all.
interested to
But
know.
what path can be avoided whose
It's-
end
it's-
is fixed
it's-
by the Almighty God?
Never
Talking over
Please,
Ariel
sire,
here.
we must keep moving.
What was I thinking? Where to start? Where to start with that? He.
Better
Oh
not
yeah,
close
Zeke
this one.
can't hear
There's
me.
no way to open it
Oh
from
yeah, I
the
was about to
other side.
say he broke out Coda
This
as the
doesn't
icebreaker.
concern you,
I did.
prisoner.
I broke
This is
out
your
Coda
lucky
here.
day. Just stay out of our
Because
way.
I've been a huge fan of Kirkbride's stuff for a long while, but I had avoided reading Coda until maybe
Yeah.
like a month ago.
All right. Once the
I wanna say-
switch. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I understand a lot
Stand
more than
aside,
I did.
prisoner.
I don't like hate him. I went through a phase where I
So you
kind of
haven't
just
done
like
it yet,
hated
so-
him on principle. I was just like very annoyed by a lot of his out of game stuff, and then like
Yeah.
I've come around on a lot. I respect a lot of what he did. I still don't like him much as a guy. I've gotta admit, but I like a lot of his works. But Coda
Captain's
is
down.
like Coda is just supposed to be a specific. It's a statement more than it is supposed to be like a proper canon thing.
For the
Yeah. I think that's a fair
You all
take,
right, sire?
honestly.
We're clear for now.
Captain Reno.
It's
She's dead. Sorry,
it's to demonstrate the concept of Amaranth and how you can. It's the kind of thing that would never happen in the series, and as thus it's like a metaphor for like how you create the Amaranth.
Yeah.
You can make your own end.
Here.
Fate is
Don't know,
determined.
but it's too late to go back now.
That's
Don't
just
worry,
his
son.
take on
We
what
know
it would be.
They won't be
Alright.
the first to underestimate
No, that's
the
a
blades.
fair take.
Yeah,
My
Alex,
take is
Coda-
that I didn't like Coda.
You stay here.
Oh no, I don't. As an actual text, I don't even like it. Yeah, that's the end of the day. I get what he was going for. It's not fun. It's a very dense, not very fun read. Besides like some of its concepts I like.
It's just not even the density for me. I mean, you were talking about the direction and his interpretation. I thought it was okay. I thought the setting was just.
Chat is
So
asking, who's Coda?
Who is Coda?
Yeah,
That's
Coda is graphic novel script written by Michael Kirkbride that is like it's like a end of days story for Tamriel or for like Nirn and like the Elder Scrolls setting as a whole and like the birth of the next universe.
Yep. Straight up. Whole Kalpa shit
Yeah.
up in here. Now,
Yeah.
I do think that I don't think Kirkbride's writing a lot for Elder Scrolls these days, is he?
He's not
No, yeah. Coda was almost like his capstone.
Because I did think that maybe he did something for ESO at some point.
He did one thing. He did actually Sermon 37, which actually references Coda concepts.
Yeah. Okay.
That actually is in ASO. He did one contract book.
Wonderful. Well, you know, we were gonna get anybody to do it. Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Who else is gonna write a specific sermon?
I'm glad they got him, and maybe not just some like random dude.
Yeah.
I do think if we're gonna play a Discord mod, we've got to be hitting it hard with the Akaviri katana the entire time.
Oh yep. Yep. Let's see.
Clinton's Warp Production says the Emperor wants you to make his dreams so, and I'd be willing to do that if he would just give me one kiss.
No. It's not Jägermeister in sorry. I thought you said wait a second for me.
Oh no.
I was gonna say don't call him the Jägermeister, call him the Jagermeister because he got kidnapped in Jagerthar. Oh god! Oh no!
Look at this. Man, that's so good. I think the large forehead has given us a kind of like completely made the nasal section of this nasal helm worthless. That's so fun.
You can just.
Yeah, that's
Someone
nice.
can just.
The gap there. The gap is nuts. Dude, if he gets hit in the head, this thing's gonna rattle.
Oh no! By the way, guys, if you want, here's our what's it called? Fan art wall. If you want to make fan art of a nightmare, make fan art, join our Discord, and make the fan art. So you can post in arts and crafts or whatever.
This is-
Make him sleep under it.
Next time we do something like this, y'all gotta bring AirPods or something so both of you can hear me.
I think actually I might have headphones on. I have headphones on me.
Alright.
Okay.
They're Google
Wait.
Pixels. Or Google, not Google Pixel, they're Google headphones.
Support 3.
So we can connect one on mine, one on yours. That's what you suggested.
We could, I mean, honestly, we could do that, or I suppose.
And you can just
technically-
wash one off and, yes, split them.
Yeah, we can split them. I mean, there's a lot of ways we could do this. I don't know if your computer can connect to both at the same time.
Yes, if we switch the. If I take out those headphones and I will use a lot.
I mean, yeah, it's just audio output from computer.
Somebody just hit us with the switch, so.
Oh
See you
no!
later.
Imagine if they hit us with a switch again. So where am I? What's going on?
Uriel
We're in the-
to kiss you. You're very sad.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
All right, I'm switching. Sorry guys, but I'll be switching to keyboards because
Don't worry about all the secrets I told Nerevar when you couldn't hear.
I couldn't hear anything. You know, I actually have a suggestion. You know what we could do? I mean, I called it in a group. I can create I can hang up, create a separate group for you and Tar, and then you can connect through your headphones. You don't have to hear the game necessarily when I play it, right?
No.
But you need to hear Tar. So what we could do is you could join the call there, but.
I'm sure there's a million ways we could have did this, but yeah, we should have thought about this beforehand.
I think I may have been mistaken about the headphones. I can go check my car.
I have extra ones if you need.
Okay, sure.
Switch. Oh, someone said switch again already. So I don't know if we can trust
let's
that.
give it like a 5-minute limit or whatever.
I was playing.
I mean, if we switch now, because someone told us to switch, I can go grab the headphones real quick.
Sure.
Sure, we switch again.
Sweet.
Because
Switch again.
okay,
Switch
we gotta do what the
time.
audience says.
I'm back, boys.
Switch time.
Yeah, somebody hit me with another switch. I'll go chase him down. Right into his own trap. What a goober. What are your thoughts on the Elder Scrolls Goblins?
I love them. That's actually my current project I've been doing is greatly expanding their lore article.
Nice.
That's literally what I've been doing.
I'm not gonna embarrass
I
myself.
love their expressions in the remaster.
Zeke, my man, are you any good at the Oblivion Lockpick?
Chat, tell them.
I'm alright at it.
Tell them.
Yeah, you are all right at it. Yeah.
I am.
Sure. Let's just see.
I don't know. I forget about.
These are called VH210. You paired them with your.
That's fun.
Yes.
Gotcha.
All right. Let's see if this works.
Sure. I'm good at lockpicking. I'm totally not gonna mess this thing up.
Delightful. Impress me. What are they called again?
What?
What are they called again?
WH210.
WH210. Gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't turn them on. You gotta press the button
Yeah.
to turn them off. Hello, are you here, Tarp, still? Oh.
I am here. I am here testing.
Yes, you're here, I know.
Alrighty.
Oh, look! First try!
Hey.
I'm professional.
So like, so can you both hear me now? Is it working?
No, not yet. He's gonna connect. Oh, there they are.
I see.
Did you even turn them on?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Do that. Yeah, just pair. I'm not sure how much battery it has, but
30%.
should be enough. Yes. All right. So here's what we're gonna do, Todd, real quick.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
You
Testing.
Where can you hear him? From the game or the stream or Discord?
Well, that's interesting, actually.
He's delayed there.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear him from the stream. It's a massive delay.
Okay, so in that case, here's what we're gonna
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Tarp.
What are we gonna do?
Uh,
I still think you should just like share a pair of headphones or whatever.
Actually, I can hear him from both.
Earbuds.
no, hold on. Let me just hang up the call for you here. All right, so gonna create quickly the.
Yeah. Well, barring the earbuds, I think we could press our faces together and sort of like give it the old overreach with the muffs here.
Or I'll just add you to this chat. Hold on. In the row. You've done.
See, that's the thing. I'm getting the audio, I think, from your computer, because I'm not watching the stream or anything on.
How are you getting the audio from the computer?
I think it may have paired to your computer.
You're kidding me.
Unless I am. No. I think I'm mistaken. Here. Turning it off now. Yeah, just add me to the chat.
Wait, where? I'm confused.
About.
All right, I got it. All right. Test. All right, you mute yourself so we don't have double voice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you hear us all right?
Hello, I can hear you.
Delay.
Okay.
Can you both hear me now?
Yes.
Yep, that's right.
And chat, can you hear me?
Chat can hear us probably. Yes.
Probably. It's just.
Still no skeleton key? Well, we just restarted the game again.
What? Yeah, this is a different save.
No, he's Master
All
Henson's
right.
so right.
So
We
this
should have
works
already
then.
had it.
Very questionable.
First thing you do.
Yep. Okay, and chat can hear me. Perfect. Everything works now.
Yes. I am Legenius.
I think you're also right, Master Henson's here, about the dungeon music. It does slap, but I think that's more of an overall Elder Scrolls thing. The music is always good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the people that were making music were decent people, but then.
Oh boy. Yeah.
It's all about the score.
Well, is this the part where where you can level your sneak? All right. No more Papa Pals? No. There will be Papa Pals. I'm gonna continue with that character, but this is our Permadeath character. We're doing a Permadeath stream. Which, actually, let's look at the
Yeah.
poll results on my channel. Let's see, after we get out of here, which quest line we're doing.
I know.
People are saying do the Dark Brotherhood. Of course, 101 votes. It says Dark Brotherhood.
Dark Brotherhood's a good one.
So Dark Brotherhood it is.
I have not played the Dark Brotherhood in the remaster yet.
Oh, wow. Oh, no.
I mean, they didn't change anything from the original game, did they?
Hopefully this guy doesn't kill me. No, they didn't change anything except for the graphics.
Okay.
I mean, let's quick save here, but there's no point if it's permadeath.
I mean, if we're going Finalizing, you're thinking that we're gonna go magic to try and get a disgustingly powerful spell ASAP.
Yeah, we can.
I mean, what's your go-to spell?
I haven't used passive spells in a while.
Really?
Yes.
Oh man.
What's yours?
I just got into like the whole theory crafting of the custom spells. I know there's a whole study, but I think that my go-to is just like an obscenely high damage spell. I like to do shock damage, just because I like the aesthetic.
Fingers of the Mountain? Stuff like that?
Stuff like that. Well, I think that adding Soul Trap to an absurdly high damage spell is kind of the way to
That's
go.
OP.
Give yourself just like a ranged Umbra, basically, that doesn't want to charge.
Alright. Be the minority and actually start the main quest after the dungeon, lol. Well, what do you mean? I used to start it right after the dungeon as a kid, usually.
Protect the Emperor until help arrives.
Help? What makes you think help will get here before more of those battles?
Here they come
You
again!
need to get the Emperor out of here.
Tark, what's your go-to custom spell guy?
I don't think I've ever made one. I don't think I've played enough.
Nobody's doing
You're
custom spells.
pathetic.
What are you talking about here?
Damn it! It's that prisoner again! Kill him! He might be
Yeah, I've
working
only
with the
done like
assassins.
one full
What's your go-to?
playthrough of Oblivion, and now my current one.
He can help us.
Hey, try
He
some custom
must
spells.
help us.
They're a lot of fun.
As you wish.
Hey, you
They
hear the game
cannot
too from there, I
understand
just
why
realized.
I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen.
Well, no, I'm
How
streaming it
can
to
I
the Discord.
explain?
Ooh, yeah.
Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
The custom spells are great. You should absolutely try it. I know that back in the day, they had some custom spells.
Oh, I know.
Okay,
yeah.
so do we switch now or do we continue? What are we going with? What kind of sign are we going with? Also, are we? No, we're a Discord mod. I'm not on good terms with the
I've
gods.
served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked
He's
with
in-
numberless
when
sparks,
your emperor
each
is
a
in
fire,
terminology.
and every one a sign. I know
Dude,
these
the
stars
Emperor,
well,
he
and
is,
I
he's a
wonder
real mystic guy.
which
He has
sign marked
visions.
your birth.
You know, he sees prophecies. He portents the future. So of course he's into
what
astrology.
are we?
I mean, Atronox, easily like the best for survivability, right?
You sure?
What do you think?
I mean, magic stuff. We can again. Chat. Oh, they're saying switch.
Oh boy.
I'll take the headphones.
Oh yeah, swapping heads.
This
Yeah,
is-
that's fair. Those are on a cord, I guess, right?
Yes. We need to untangle them at some point. Okay.
We do. Somebody suggested sitting on laps. We can't. These chairs have arms, unfortunately. If not for the chair, though, I'll tell you. Right away. All right, birth sign, boys. We're thinking the warrior. What kind of build are we going for?
Yeah, what's good? Why do you keep this permadeath? I don't know.
What kind of build?
Yeah.
I mean, this is permadeath, ain't it? Didn't you think about this?
No, we did not.
Zeke, that is.
Atronach is pretty much my go-to on anything, to be honest. Some of the other, I mean, there's not apprentice. Somebody's saying do apprentice. What's apprentice look like? Weakness to magic. Wow.
No, maybe
100 points of magic. What a terrible suggestion for a permadeath playthrough. This guy's trying to pull the wool over our eyes. How is apprentice? Why would you ever choose apprentice?
So how about this? Also, rule for the rule for switching. If 3 people say switch, that's not going to switch. Otherwise, we're going to be playing musical chairs.
I can get behind that. Fortify Magicka. Right, 150 points. 50% chance of spell absorption. Stunted Magicka regeneration. Oh, Magicka regeneration is halted. That's fair. That's a pretty harsh drawback, though, isn't it? Nah, Atronach's my vote. What are you thinking, man?
Atronach last time, I was fine with it.
I think Atronach's gonna do us fine. Apprentice High Elf playthrough still has a good point on that one. That might be pretty good. Just an absurd amount without the stopped Magicka. Yeah, Stola's got it on lock there.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come. Your
Talking to
stars
friends
are
about
not
dregs.
mine. Today, the Atronach
Still can't
shall
believe
aid
water
you with
dregs.
your appointed burden.
Or droogs, however you say it.
Droog.
Who's saying droog over here?
Do you know what I mean? The Droog.
Yeah, droog.
Droog.
Deathclaw.
Well, I was thinking of droog from like A Clockwork Orange. They use like the Russian slang. Like,
Yeah,
the droogs.
Free droogs, we was drinking Molotko. That's a good book.
I still can't believe water dregs
Alright,
haven't
try
appeared
to
since
deceive
Morrowind.
me,
Should we say
but I
something
have
about
lived
Skyrim
well,
or no?
and my
But
ghost
Skywind?
shall rest
Will you
easy.
be
Men
Skyrim-
are but flesh
Skywind
and
is
blood.
great.
They know
Everybody
their
should
doom,
look at it. Everybody
but
should
not
check it out.
The hour.
And
In
they're
this,
holding
I am
auditions
blessed
right
to
now for
see
some
the
key
hour
roles.
of my death,
And if you're a decent
to
voice
face
actor, you
my
should go
apportioned
audition
fate,
for it. You could
then
be Daygother.
fall. My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death, but in your face
I don't
I
think
behold
they're-
I hope they do
the
like a
sun's
dual
vision.
thing for
The
that.
dawn of
They're doing,
Akatosh's
like,
bright
they need like a
glory may
Breton
banish
voice,
the coming darkness.
They need Yagran Bagon,
With such
they need
hope, and with the
Daygother,
promise of your aid, my
Pius
heart
Custodies, I
must be
think, is up still.
satisfied.
And let me tell you, boys, that's the role of a lifetime.
I go to
Wasabi.
my grave. A
Yeah,
tongue
guys.
shriller than all the music calls me.
Oh,
You
my
shall follow me
skooma.
yet for a while. Then we must part.
Are you singing a song about Skooma, dog?
You may as well make yourself.
Oh yeah,
useful
that was a
here. Carry
Caius
this torch
video.
and stick close.
Oh,
He
you're
said,
singing
"Oh my
that one. All right,
skooma, oh my skooma."
You should sing it.
Stick
for
close.
the-
And let
Caius
us do our
theme.
job, and you'll be all right.
If I knew all the lyrics off my heart, I absolutely would. I do need to. I think the only Elder Scrolls song I ever hit really hard was I learned how to do Red Diamond on guitar and singing it as well.
Oh, nice.
And that's, I think, one of the
Nice.
best. One of the best.
I forget. Does Makula or whatever her name is
Makula
sing
sings
that
it.
one, or
She's
was
got the female bard cover in ESO.
yeah?
Which is
She also I remember hearing her sing the Ebonheart Pact song.
yeah, she's got a few of them in
Not
ESO.
much farther.
Which, if
Yeah.
you have no other reasons to play ESO, that's a reason. Obviously, her covers are legendary now. Fin's Warp Productions is they
Prisoner,
are.
help the
I hope you're
Emperor.
talking about the voice auditions for Skywind, because they are, and you ought to, man. There's no reason not to. If you've got a decent mic, send in an audition. They've got a bunch of other volunteer opportunities as well. They've got some stuff you can do without any real experience in a lot of different, more technical fields that you might otherwise be lending out a lot of time in. Like, they've got like voice acting, like quality
Audio
assurance.
mixing.
Yeah, audio mixing. You know, assuring quality on voice acting is
Audio jungle.
big. Clinton's Warp Production says, I only know the ESO raps. Brother, what?
So,
Hold up.
what's gonna come out
Don't
first?
What are you
Let me
talking
take a
about?
look.
Skywind or Elder Scrolls 6?
Man, I know Skywind is a little ways out.
That's a good question.
I know Skywind's a,
Yeah, honestly,
Skywind's a ways
it's hard to
out.
say.
We're
I
almost
hope
through the
that
sewers.
Elder Scrolls 6 comes out first, but I hope it's good when it comes out.
I think it's in next. It's within the next 5 years. I think.
5.
It's 5 for Elder Scrolls 6 or
It is
Skyward.
bought from
Is
the
this-
other side. A trap.
No, this is not Zach. This is on there.
both?
Worth a try.
Zach
Let's go.
was supposed to be here, but there was a confusion. Like, you know what?
There was a
I had
confusion.
Imperial Narwhal, and I thought we were holding my thing here, and we were holding it here, right?
Yeah.
But Zach apparently thought
It's a
we were
dead
going
end.
to do that his
What's your
place, so
call,
there was
sir?
a misunderstanding between us.
They're behind us.
So he
Wait
thought
here,
I was inviting you to his
Wait
place.
here with the Emperor. Guard him
Unannounced.
with your life.
Glenrock,
That's
for
so
the
funny.
Emperor!
I'm like, no, dude. I think he has some hard trouble, so he has an amendment.
I can go no further.
Now that
You
we're on
alone
Uriel.
must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal
gave me
servants.
jewelry.
He must not have
Nice.
the Amulet
He
of
wants it.
Kings.
He wants
Take the amulet, give it to
He's-
Joffrey.
he's
He
saving-
alone knows where to
Can I
find
save-
my
can I
last
save him?
son.
Yeah,
Find
because
him
it's possible.
and close shut
Hey,
the
there's a
jaws
glitch.
of oblivion.
I'm not familiar with that glitch. If I could.
Stranger, you chose a bad day to take up the
You can just like
You
go
thought
there.
you'd go down easy?
This dirty Enwa just killed my boyfriend.
No. Talos saved us.
Wait, what?
I think he's got sort of a visual glitch on his.
We failed. I failed.
Yeah, you
The
did.
blades
Yeah,
of
by the way, no
sword to
touching
protect
Varus
the
and the
Emperor.
other
Now
Varus
he
is gonna
and
try to kill
all
us.
his heirs are
The
dead.
eyeliner,
The
though.
amulet.
Oh.
Where's the amulet of kings? It
I think
wasn't on the
the
Emperor's
Red
body.
Guard look is immaculate.
Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septum. They see more than lesser men. The amulet of kings is a sacred symbol of the empire.
Blue Table Lover, I'm
Most people
playing the
think
game
of the
right
Red
now,
Dragon
but,
crown, but
as
that's
soon
just
as,
jewelry.
The audience has switched.
The
We've been
amulet
sort of
has
hot
power.
potatoing the controller
Only a
here.
true heir of the
Three
blood
people
can wear
in the
it.
chat.
He must have
including
given it to you for a
ourselves.
reason.
Yeah,
Did he
truly.
say
If we
why?
can type the switch, then we can switch.
Joffrey?
Absolutely.
He said that? Why?
Then, am I better at this game than Zake? Probably.
In certain ways.
Nothing I ever heard.
No,
Really?
probably not.
Joffrey would be the one
Yeah,
to know.
why?
He's the
Why
Grand
not,
Master
dude?
of my order.
I have.
First,
You know,
you
I'm going to
need
be
get
honest
out
with
of
you.
here.
I don't.
Through
I'm going to
that
say
door
it
must
right
be the
now.
entrance
I
to
think
the
that the
sewers past
only
the Lockpicking.
skill in
That's where
this
we were
game
headed.
and in
It's
other
a
Elder
secret way
Scrolls
out of the
games
Imperial City.
is pretty
Or it was
much
supposed to be
just
secret.
build
Here,
crafting, right?
You'll need this key for the
That's
last
pretty-
door
that's
into
pretty
the
much it.
sewers.
Which I don't usually build crypt.
There are rats
the
and goblins
mechanics of the
down
game
there.
itself.
But from what I've seen of
They're
you,
not
I'm
complex.
guessing you're an
you know?
experienced barbarian.
It's no.
Am I right?
It's not rocket science. You know, like the sword fighting. It's not. This isn't Kingdom Come Deliverance or anything, right? You don't need to do anything nuts with it. So I'm not an exceptional build crafter, and I do suck at the lockpicking, which is skill. So maybe we're both equally trash. What class do you want to go with?
What would be best for survivability?
Oh man, we've got to do a custom class Discord mod, right?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
All right. Yeah, I can't pick Loxy. I can't either. I always learn the spells, man. In my own personal
Not great.
playthrough,
I got it now at least.
the spells are great. I think did they take those out of Skyrim?
Lockpicking spells? Oh yeah, they did until like the Creation Club Anniversary Edition. There's like one that does it now, but
That's what I
like
thought.
otherwise no. There
That's
is
what I
no like
thought.
lockpicking spells.
Yeah, like base Skyrim back in the day didn't have any lockpicking spells, which is a shame. Well, actually, the Skyrim, it's not such a shame. The Skyrim lockpicking was a lot easier, a lot better
Yeah.
to do.
A lot more intuitive, just as a concept.
Definitely. I do actually think the Oblivion lockpicking is like really interesting though, and I wish I was good at it. Yes, Discord mod class. That's what we're doing. If we're going magic, surely we've got to hit that.
Where are we going? What do you think? Magic, survivability, healing spells.
Yeah, I was thinking magic. What do you think?
Okay, magic. That was awesome. Lean those.
Yeah, it's all whatever to me though. Like I said, I don't build craft. You can tell me anything, I'll believe you. So intelligence, willpower.
Endurance for health.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that. That's. Yep. Do we wanna sack either intelligence or willpower? To
Willpower.
Yeah, that's probably right. Oh yeah, because it's magic regeneration, which is worthless to us because we get Atronach pretty much. So endurance is definitely the go.
Regenerate health. Too. See?
Yeah, absolutely. Now see, maybe I'm actually worse at the game than him. He's got these moves thinking already brewing in his skull here. Let's see.
Restoration. Actually, hold on now.
These are.
No, go to magic.
What am I doing here? Yeah. Restoration definitely.
Destruction.
Destruction absolutely. Conjuration probably good. We can.
Hello, Connor.
Hey, is Connor up in here?
Yes.
What's going on, bro?
Yes, Connor is here. Sorry, the mic didn't move on.
Hey, it's no issue.
Indero Nervar in the flesh.
Truly, it's a pleasure.
His face is on there, so.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I see. So I'm not good enough then. You don't want a cat cam? All right.
No, you're good enough. You're good enough. It's just.
If you don't want a cat cam, that's fine.
I want the cat cam. It's just gonna take. Once we switch,
Get
I'll
over
try
here,
and
bro.
fix it.
Bring your cat. What are we thinking with the blue table lover? Says endurance and luck. Luck.
We doing? I always put one in luck. I always put one in luck. I like Mac. I know that it doesn't really do much, but I like upping luck because you can't naturally like get points in it.
Now see, here's my thing. We're playing a Discord mod. You think this guy has luck?
Well, I don't know. I'm a Discord mod. And I'm pretty lucky.
That's directed entirely at Blue Table Lover. Though I guess he probably doesn't have much endurance or maybe even intelligence either. You could argue.
Yeah, Connor. My big apology. I thought you weren't gonna be here. That's why I didn't set things up for the cam. It might take me 10-15 minutes to do it, but I can do it if you want. What do you think? He's not saying anything. Oh no!
Oh, I wasn't saying anything because I had to set up my dehumidifier. My fan's broken, and I live on the second floor in Florida, so you know.
Chat boys.
Anyway, I'm gonna.
What are we thinking for this third? Do we want to do anything? Magic or is there something else worth doing? Maybe. Yeah, I think conjuration.
There, I opened camera.
Honestly.
All right, you opened camera.
I did.
It might take. Once we switch, I'll set up the camera for Connor too.
We can switch
You get a chat.
Actually, while you do the build
here,
I could.
Yeah,
maybe.
Absolutely. How do you want to do this?
Let's see here. Okay, let's switch.
Maybe with the other headphones.
This is.
Here.
Hold on. Yeah, kind of. This is what I want.
Run a janky setup.
Hold on.
Illusion. You think we're gonna?
I left my classic hat at my mom's. We went over there for her Memorial Day, whatever, and then
I see ya.
etc. etc.
All right. I'm gonna pop out your.
So you guys are stuck with my more JoJo looking hat.
The chain goes crazy.
Okay. Hide members. Okay. I think we should be able to get you on there. Hold on. Let's put it.
She actually, oddly enough, she gave me her grandmother's wedding ring. It was like,
All
here,
right.
you
All
should
right. Hold on.
have
Hold on.
this.
Window. I think this is gonna work. Hey!
Zorgan?
Yes.
Am I live? All right. Hello.
Nice.
I'm
stuff.
You're
pretty
Solely
small,
in the
though.
background, dog.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to point that out, Zake. You don't need to. You don't need to put me on the spot.
No, you're small on the thing. On my. I'm just adjusting your camera. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Likely
Good
story. Yeah. All
excuse.
right. Exactly.
Can you believe this shit, Connor?
This
Can you
man
believe what
thinks
he's
that
doing
we
here?
actually gonna believe that.
The things I do for streams.
Such
Oh, there we go.
dedication.
There. Now I can put my great grandmother's wedding ring on my fucking jewelry. There we go. Excellent.
All right, we can switch back. We're good. We can go back to the game.
Living it up. How's chat feeling? Somebody said illusion earlier. I think that was Blue Table Lover.
Sorry for the lack of comment. I was a little distracted.
Don't worry, I was also a little distracted. All right, chat. Everything's running, correct?
We're
Good.
apparently we're all a little distracted.
All right.
What do you mean astronaut build? Ah, well, I guess yeah. Maybe you just want the spell regen. That's fair, or the reflect.
Since people didn't tell us to switch, I was just setting things up. All right, I think everything's fine now. Connor, are you able to see everything? Everything's working on your end? You hear everything?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah, sorry, it just took like 10-15 minutes to set it up, but...
Okay. Focus needs to be manual. Keep it here. Zoom in needs to be at 118. Did that not change?
Is it not working?
There we go. Okay, here we go. Let me.
Yeah, chat's getting
Zoom
into
out
some
a little
theory
bit.
crafting stuff
No,
right now.
is the
Talking
game
about
working?
Welkin stones. Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, the game's working fine.
I'll be right back.
Atronach is like the best freaking. In my opinion, the best sign.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. We're doing a magic build, right? And people are talking about how
You're
you
doing a
gotta
magic
learn
build? You gotta go Atronach. No,
That's
go
what I'm saying.
Atronach. That's
That's what I'm
broke
saying.
as hell.
It's good, man. It's good. You especially like somebody mentioned in chat. There's Welkin stones everywhere. If you're low on magicka, you just gotta, like snort one of those bitches, right? Or whatever you do
Exactly.
with the Welkin stones.
No, yeah, you definitely grind it up into powder and then snort that shit.
Absolutely. I like how it's whole in your inventory though, so it's maybe like a sort of an
It just
all-in-one
shoves
go
the
kind
whole-
of thing.
You ever seen a kid take like a toy car and shove it in their nose?
Yeah, it's
the
exactly-
hero of Kavach does the same thing, but with Welkin stones. He just.
I'm back.
I think you've got that one. I think you've got that one right, Connor. Oh yeah, man. What other skills do you think we want to go with? Somebody mentioned illusion. I mean, we could just stack every magic skill, to be honest.
Well, we need
But
we need
don't
blade or
necessarily
something.
need some of them. Yeah, I do think alchemy maybe, so that we can drink a bunch of potions. Yeah, probably we could use Blade.
Oh, also, what gives us more? Maybe some armor, yeah.
Yeah, do you want to do heavy or light?
Last time I was heavy.
Yeah. You want to
We
swap?
should hide.
Alright, chat.
We should-
I have to hide myself because otherwise YouTube will get really mad at us.
Why?
So I'm gonna hide myself for a moment.
Uh-oh.
Because even though it's for medical usage, YouTube gets angry if they see it.
Hello, Steppenwolf.
Yeah, Steppenwolf just said that, you know, they're upset we can't get the Mythic Dawn armor summon, and I totally agree. I don't think there's any reason, because I genuinely think it's one of the coolest armor sets in the game, really.
Yeah,
And
the bound Mythic Dawn armor.
I know it's so
It is
good.
weird that it's not.
It's so good. You can't get it.
The robes they made a little more detail.
Yeah.
In the remaster, they made them look more like the Skyrim ones. In the original, they were just pure red.
Yeah. The robes are nice. The robes are nice.
Oh shit,
No.
Tarp, are you using a new mic?
I'm not using a mic. That's what's different. I'm just doing my computer.
Oh wow, it actually sounds really good.
Yeah, it sounds really good. That's why I'm
Oh, really?
surprised.
Yeah. Steppenwolf, what are you suggesting they do with the Welkin stones if not up the nose? I'd like you to say it. To me.
Sin,
Say
what
it
are
to
you
me.
with me on? Sin says I'm with you, Connor. With me in which one? Which
Hiding
statement
himself
that I've
from
made
YouTube,
so
I
far?
Instructions
Ah,
are
hiding
clear.
himself from YouTube. I
Instructions are
see.
clear. Vulcan stock where it's not supposed to.
Do you think Mercantile's worth getting?
I mean,
You
the
think it
Discord
levels
model
pretty
cheat.
quick? That's true. That's true. Sneak maybe. What do you
I
think?
think good at sneak.
I mean, that would
good
be.
for that.
Do you, yeah, I would say Sneak.
Sneak's good.
Sneak's
Light
pretty
armor.
generically good as long as you're not going like full on sword and board tank.
Yeah, I don't
What
know.
about acrobatic?
Yeah, and you're already going light armor, so you might as well go Sneak.
We'll have to sack something for acrobatics. We've already got Blade, Alchemy, Conjuration, Destruction, Restoration, Light Armor, and Sneak.
I mean, acrobatics can be trained up pretty easily.
Yeah,
That's true. You can just jump around, right?
Yeah, so it's like, yeah. I was gonna clean my room, but then I
Got Welkin high.
Listen, guys, do not take Welkind stones unless you are directed by your doctor, okay? All right, everyone, we got it? Okay? Yep. Consult with your doctor before using a Welkin stone, please.
Welkin stone.
The Discord mod. Nice!
All right, Kitty Cat. Kitty Cat's on camera, just so
Oh, yeah.
everybody knows. Kitty Cat is here. Here he is, the Kitty Cat. Oh, the Kitty Cat.
What's your cat's name?
Oliver.
That's a good
His
one.
sister's name is Company.
That's good. I like
Aw.
Yeah. Yeah, Oliver and
Yeah.
Company. As soon as I saw
Yeah.
that one was orange, I was like, oh, I have to call the other one
Go
Company.
to
I have to.
Coral,
That's just too
Pirate
funny.
Guild, and jump on the beds. You can grind acrobatics for 10 minutes.
A stone.
Really? I
Well,
would
this is
never
the
have
Black Brotherhood,
guessed.
by the way.
Still, I don't think you'll
Oh,
have
this
Any
guy-
games you
Welkin
can
stone,
recommend.
Heart of the
That's nice.
Stone, Vaca stones.
There's no way
Sin,
this
I'm
guy
gonna-
look at this and immediately think Discord mod.
You must get the amulet.
Sin, I'm gonna type. I'm gonna
Take
type
no
it out
chances,
for you.
but
The
proceed
answer to your
Wayne and
question in
Priory
chat. Hold on,
immediately. Got it?
because I do have some Rex.
Good. The Emperor's
Vaca
trust was well
stone,
placed.
I
jewel.
suppose it depends on what you like, but
I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body and make sure no one follows you. You'd better get moving. May Talos guide you. By the way, thanks for recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll see that it
No,
is
don't
given a
take my
place of
katana.
honor in the halls
I
of
know
the
it
blade.
stinks. It sucks that they take it away from
I
you.
knew he was gonna do it
Yeah.
though.
Oh yeah, you know if you actually if you're quick and you grab the other guy's katana, he'll also take that one.
Really?
Like the other guard that dies. Yeah,
That's so
they both get like put up.
I'm gonna shake you, buddy. Uh-oh, earthquake. Uh-oh.
That's so rough.
Meanwhile, he's just purring his ass off.
Ooh, TikTok doesn't like our life.
Is it because somebody said ass earlier?
Leave the Emperor.
I said it one time and it was like 10 seconds ago. Are you
No,
serious?
I'm okay with seeing TikTok the big thing.
TikTok is even high level people on TikTok that used it for a long time have moved to YouTube. Like,
yeah,
because TikTok has just gotten so. It's just gotten so like restrictive on everything.
Yeah. You know, to Oblivion with TikTok.
For real.
So, Nerevar, do you got a lore topic, perhaps?
A lore
We were
topic?
talking about some
My
stuff
man.
earlier.
Yeah, I mean,
Why not?
We briefly mentioned Coda earlier, and what I think about it.
Yeah, that was his icebreaker. And we first interacted, and he said, "What do you think of Coda?"
Is that how you
I
start a
would love-
conversation, man?
It's an important thing to know about somebody.
I would love to hear like, okay, I want to hear you discuss your most like what you consider your most out there theory of Elder Scrolls with Induril. And then Induril, you do the same. I want to hear both your most out there theories.
Can I
Most of my theories are like the most niche. They're the most niche crap. I don't even know where to start with some of them.
Induro and I were
Well,
discussing
yeah,
a certain theory. It's really dumb. But what do you think of the run fair theory?
What do I think of it? I mean, do you want to explain it, maybe?
Okay, so the run fair
Of the what theory?
is that we were joking around that like some people might be auditioning for Oblivion, like there might be audition tapes and everything. But everything is basically like Toy story. Like we begin with, it's distracted me. We begin with basically every time we start up the game, the actors get into position and they play the role for us. And like there's evidence in the game could be considered like obviously those can be debunked as like mistakes. But the fact that they kept some mistakes even for the remastered could be argued that they actually are just actors. Like they have lives. Every time you turn off the TV, they have different from the computer. They have different lives, and they just get into position. It's just a big.
Oh, Oblivion is just is a
Oblivion,
run fair.
and all that stuff.
This gosh.
You could make so much evidence for it. What do you think?
I mean, frankly, it's just a joke. I mean,
Truly, it's. I mean, obviously not the author's intention. It is, I think, really funny to imagine the mistakes.
yeah, it's
as
a funny
being
concept to think about.
You know what I think is honestly even better though is imagining who's the NPC who says her voice line. She's like, you know, whatever it is, and then she's like, oh man, let me try that one again, and she re-delivers the line. Does anybody know who that is?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah.
I think it's really
let me
funny.
try
That's basically that's the mistake they left in.
That is, it's the big one, and I think that it's really funny to imagine that as not exactly a mistake necessarily, but just like a real severe case of somebody trying to be more social and honestly just trying to get better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you see.
Problem is with like the most absurd TS stuff I can think of is most of the most absurd stuff I know is actually more than likely true.
Ah.
How about you guys
in terms of,
explain?
like, the
All right,
extreme.
explain this one to me. Explain this one to me. And I want to hear both of your explanations. The whole Talos. I mean, not Talos. Lorcan, Akatosh, maybe the same person, maybe not. What? Let's. My sibling was my husband was asking me earlier because I mentioned that. And
Oh
he
yeah,
was like,
that's the
"Wait,
concept I
how?"
told you about.
Yeah, and I was
That's
like,
the concept
you
I
gotta
told you
talk to Tarp about. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'm saying. I want to know more
That's
about it.
that's a thing I can go on a million tangents about, but it's mainly just like listing my sources. Off the top of my head, let me get in like a couple. Yes, Lorcan is the reflection of Akatosh in a lot of ways. This is established in a lot of things. Let's see. The most recognizable one you might recognize is Pelennor, of course, being representative of Shezar, as I mean that requires a whole other explanation. But you're going off that exception that he's essentially Shezar and like what he represents, and that's also why he calls Morahouse his nephew and all that. But he says Akka for our. He says he calls Akka his other half and refers to their shared madness. That's one thing. He calls him as Shezar, calling Akka his other half. To continue with the other Alessia stuff, depending on the version of the myth, the pact that she makes with, in certain myths, is Akatosh, but in other sources, it's said to be Shezar. In another, they're used like almost interchangeably. One version just says the divine voice. And
are we sure we want to go into the Ruin and die?
And another big one.
Oh no!
Satakal is the essentially the what's the word? He is the Redguard version of Akatosh because he is the Ouroboros of time, and he was born from the version of Anu and Padme. The serpent and its hunger came together to make Satakal, which is the concept of time, and his shed skin was Sep, the Redguard version of Lorcan.
What?
So like in the Redguard
wait, what's
mythology, Lorcan literally came from Akatosh.
His whole body disappeared for a second there. We switched.
I was looking.
Oh,
sorry if I'm coming across as randomly.
That was weird.
No, you're all good. I just came over here to grab the light armor because we have skill in.
Yes.
And like,
and I think
at a certain point, like even besides like out of universe stuff, Michael Kirkbride basically did just confirm this theory once, where he was saying that's like the big secret of the Erebus, is that basically Akatosh equals Lorcan to an extent. But it's the other thing with it is also there's just a lot. It's also the same with Anu and Padme, which I've gone into as well. It's because, like I said, they reflect Anu and Padme heavily, and Anu and Padme are a similar situation.
By the way, we have.
And I've gone into the many ways that Padme and Anu are of the same.
Just a reminder.
Oh yes.
Also, if you have any fan art, join Discord and submit fan art. My room is completely empty, and I sleep here. So if you want to scare me and give me a nightmare fuel, you can totally draw fan art.
But yeah, and it also has to do with how different myths portray Akatosh and Shor, or the Time God and Shor. It's always, he's either the rebel or the king, so to say, and that's almost interchangeable, which he is, depending on the cultural myth. He is either the one being overthrown, or the one who, like, is victorious. Yeah, everything about them is like a duality in a sense.
But I will never not be a Lorcan shill.
Lorcan shill.
No, I understand.
God of man. You gotta be.
I love Lorcan.
Right? You gotta be.
He failed so that others might understand.
Here's the real talk. If we're gonna be doing Dark Brotherhood, that's the quest line?
Yes.
The real thing is we need to get our hands around an innocent man's neck. Real quick.
No, not an innocent man. Oh. An innocent woman. We're a Discord mod.
Oh,
that's terrible. If you're gonna kill someone, I know someone who's not very innocent, who is also Oldman. Alessia Otis in Imperial City.
Is the Imperial City really the best way to go try and kill somebody in a no-death run, though? That place is crawling with
good
guards.
point, though.
I feel like... Does anybody
Alessia
know what the
Otis is like a raging bigot.
Because I think they count as innocents.
But yeah, so Nerimar, were you aware of that whole concept?
I was aware of it, and real quick, I do want to say,
it's duality of Lorcan.
It is not weird that you want to support Lorcan because you're a man in real life. He's the god of man, and as a human being, you should be willing to support Lorcan. He died for your sins.
That's the same reason I hate Talos.
Straight up.
The exact reason that I hate Talos is because he mantled and possibly completely ego-deathed my favorite freaking god in this series.
I would not say that. I would not say he ego-deathed him.
No, I didn't say he did. I said there may have.
Yeah.
Look, either
kinda
way,
shitty.
Talos was a traitor.
Mantling's a lot more complicated. No, but yeah, Talos did take the god of man thing.
Siege behind the fighters.
Yeah, Talos is a freaking traitor. He killed his own freaking emperor.
You want to go to Chaden and kill a homeless man?
Then he becomes a god and supplants the original god of man. Like, ew, gross.
Either that or like I said, a lady.
Does anybody in chat know where a defenseless woman might be for our Discord mod to get his hands on his his paws, his mitts?
In Oblivion.
What a quote.
In Oblivion.
What a quote.
In Minecraft in Oblivion. In Minecraft in Oblivion.
What a soundbite. What a soundbite.
Yeah, ignore us bots.
Crashed.
Jokes, funny jokes.
Listen, it's the Discord mod doing this, not me.
Ignore the fact that I'm controlling the Discord mod.
Okay, just mute yourself.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
I'm gonna Oz the Great and Powerful this. It's not me.
Look, hey, we know a few things about Oz.
Stolas says homeless lady sleeps along the wall by the nice houses.
By the nice houses, where, my brother?
Stolas didn't say.
Is that also in Cheydinhall, Stolas?
Talk is free. What do you want?
Talk is free. What can I get for
Stolas and Blue Table Lover have pretty much been like clutch
Have a
every
good
time
day
we
now.
play, especially when Zake's playing. Especially when Zake's playing. In fact, exclusively when Zake's playing.
Yeah, because he's
always looking for homeless women to
like
strangle.
It's totally.
I do, because it brings me a lot of smiling as I watch you flounder through a 20-year-old game. It does bring me a visceral satisfaction, I will admit that.
You should see me flounder.
Especially the lockpicking.
Oh, she's a Dunmer too.
You seem far too nice to be one of Ulrich's men.
I am. I'm
What
a
can I
real
do
good
for you?
guy. Real nice guy.
There were lights spotted at Sundercliff Watch.
Zoom
was
into his
cursed by
face.
Mehrunes Dagon himself. Best not to go there. Good
Sunder.
day to you. Help! Help! I'm being attacked.
This might. I think you got. Are you gonna get caught?
Wait.
Oh no, she's essential.
Oh no!
That's so rough.
Oh.
That's so rough. We gotta flee the scene, boys. We can't show our faces in Cheydinhall again.
We're too young to go to prison.
But yeah.
That's not her.
What do you mean, Stolas? What do you mean that's not her? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Tell me where. Is she in Cheydinhall? And where are the nice houses? I'm not familiar with this part of town.
I found MK Michael Kirkbride's quote on the topic, where he just outright
Which
said,
one?
again, like not
Akatosh
everything
and
is,
Lorkhan?
yeah, Shezar equals Akatosh. This was what someone guessed. He said, "You guessed it. The arena is a collection of pseudo images, all the way down to the core. Lorkhan is Akatosh. The Dragon God of Time is the missing God of Change. Tamriel is an impossible place built on impossible precepts. It is frankly a ball of magic schizophrenia. This is why the echoes in every corner of every myth. This is why the ease of men to immortals and immortals into frozen egos. It is pure magic. It's a baby universe with doom already marked on its head because it cannot really exist, it has no real mother, and it doesn't understand how to get out, or why it might, or if it should, because the rest of the void is horrible thought filled with nothing." The whole complicated quote, but
I mean,
he said it in like they equal each other, and like that's just they're a duality.
To be fair, in order to have what we define as time, there has to be change, because otherwise second to second doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like cause and effect, it requires time. You cannot have.
That's
cause and
also
effect
why.
without time. So like.
That's why Anu and Padme are the same, also in that sense.
Is this her camp?
No, this is a guy's camp.
Really, this would be the southern wall, wouldn't it? And she's not here. Nobody's here, not even that man.
The Cliff Racer song guy.
Yeah, maybe they didn't. Maybe she didn't want to sleep outside tonight because she heard about a guy who just randomly attacked a woman who barely survived.
No, she survived because of plot armor.
Luckily, she was immortal at the time.
Plot
so,
armor.
Yeah.
Imagine if like that was a thing.
Those are my favorite trees.
Guys, new isekai.
Weeping willows.
Isekai idea. I was reincarnated as an essential NPC.
One
Sure.
more coin and I can get a better.
There's the homeless man.
Blessings of
Let's do
Anu
it.
upon me.
Yeah, I think
There's
Children are
somebody
starving.
watching.
Please
this is a homeless
help.
Oh, that
woman
must be her. Yeah, that must be her.
Do a twofer.
Well, I don't know. You might get caught. You're really close to like several areas.
Oh, you guys are so lucky. You're
Who
so
will
lucky.
help an old beggar?
Come kiss me. Look at these lips. Did you see the character, bro?
Oh, I hadn't seen the character yet.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Oh,
This is
my.
not even.
Yes,
Oh god,
it's
show him the character.
He's
It's mirror echoes all the way down, Steppenwolf. It's mirror echoes all the way down.
Yike. What are you, a orc?
I'm a. yeah. I think we made that joke. We said he was like half orc. This is a dumb one.
Oh yeah, he's definitely half orc.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's for sure. That's dumb or half orc right there.
Is he related to Chanette?
Hey, they could be.
The lips?
They could be lovers.
Oh yeah, you could just go to jail and not die if you get caught.
Oh, that's so true. What am I
For
waiting
an
for?
old beggar.
That's violent.
There's a psychopath on the loose.
Well, just kill her. Perma kill her. Oh, there we go.
Stop!
Now just
You
now
violated the law.
yield.
Go to jail.
You got
Since
here
you lack
too
the funds
late.
to pay the court, you must now serve out your sentence.
You
Your stolen goods
unalive her,
are
and
now
immediately he's
forfeit.
like, "Stop! I thought I could stop you.
Chidenhall's
Thought
a
I could
safe
get here in
place.
time."
They've got a good police system here.
Go to jail. Don't resist arrest.
Hope you rot, criminal scum.
Okay, I forgot.
That's right.
You're gonna get the really funny bug now. You know how you went to jail now?
Oh yeah.
Go to bed. Yes.
Hand-to-hand skill decreased by 1. That's a shame.
He doesn't do enough hand-to-hand action in jail. Continue.
Alrighty.
Okay, now
Good
talk to a
morning.
guard.
Morning, sir.
Ah, never mind.
Morning, sir.
You only got
Farewell.
in jail for.
This is a great outfit.
Go find a place to sleep.
Okay, wait. So what quest line are we doing right now?
Dark
Are we
Brotherhood.
focusing on Dark
We're going
Brotherhood?
for Dark Brotherhood.
Okay, hold
Dark
on.
Brotherhood.
Let me see if I have a hat that's Dark Brotherhood-ish. I'll be back.
I do want you to know that's why we were seeking out a random woman to murder in cold blood. That wasn't for fun.
It was for research purposes.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's a good question. How low can your skill drop after you go to jail? I don't know if they have a minimum on it. I would wager to say that... I feel like it's one of those things where, to be honest, if you just... It'd be hard to go to jail that many times. Because I don't think it picks the same skill every time. I don't know why I'm going in here. I'm on autopilot right now. They've got an inn in town.
We gotta find a place to sleep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hello, everyone watching. By the way, like and subscribe if you can.
Oh,
Join Discord.
I know you can.
tidings, citizen.
Man. You know, I don't know. Still, I was thinking with a little bit too much real life logic there. I did
Greetings.
assume that if I murdered a homeless woman in cold blood, they would just hang me. But I'm glad you pointed out that they won't do that. There's no death sentence in Cyrodiil. What a utopia!
Maybe in Morrowind. It's not Morrowind.
It's I know for sure that Redguard does have.
Do we have
that
enough
kind of
gold?
stuff. Do we have enough?
We,
that's a
Oh,
good
red.
question.
What do you mean?
Oh boy, 4 gold.
I
have
don't
a-
even. Well, yeah, but I don't think there's a jail system in Redguard. That's just, you know.
We.
I don't think you
That's
can
true.
attack
Popular.
civilians in Redguard.
I guess we could.
Sell her stuff.
Well,
Yeah, we can have
this
some loot to sell
isn't
or something.
fighting.
Oh, I think you're thinking. I
May
think in
interest
Daggerfall there
you
might
in
be
some
though.
of my fine wares.
Yeah, 1
you
gold.
got
What
a
is it?
great
5
deal
or
there.
is it 10? Do you think?
Okay. So I don't have a Dark Brotherhood
Thank you.
specific one,
Ben.
I do have.
but this is close enough, I
Nouveau.
think.
Good day.
I don't have like a hood or
is
anything.
it?
I wish I did.
Was that you got like the Peaky Blinders cap on there?
Exactly.
help you today,
And
friend?
hilariously enough, it's also technically a religious hat. So I mean, Dark Brotherhood, right? Like Peaky Blinder
Nice.
mixed with, you know, weird
sleep rather
supernatural
soundly.
beliefs.
Hold on. Quiet, everyone.
That's good. You'll need a clear conscience for
Lucian
what
speaking.
I'm about to
He's
propose.
gone.
I do love Mr. LeChance.
I am Lucien LeChance, a speaker for the Dark Brotherhood, and you are a killer, taker of life, a harvester of souls. Your work, your deathcraft,
How did you know?
pleases the Night Mother, and so I come to you with an offering,
Work.
an opportunity to join our rather unique family. I find your etiquette refreshing. Now please, listen carefully. On the green road to the north of Breville lies the Inn of Ill Omen. There you will find a man named Rufio. Kill him, and your initiation into the Dark Brotherhood will be complete.
Kill him.
Do this,
Kill
and
him.
the next time you sleep in a location I deem secure, I will reveal myself once more, bearing
You'll say it at the same
the
time.
love
Connor.
of your new family.
What?
Say kill him at the same.
How are we supposed to?
Say what?
Excellent. Now
One.
Kill him?
please
Kill him.
accept this token from the Dark
One.
Brotherhood.
Kill him.
It is a virgin.
Kill him.
Thirst for blood.
No, you gotta
I don't want to
do it
gotta
like
do that.
Your endeavors well.
you gotta do it like
Now,
Creamy Sheev. You
I
just gotta be
bid
like,
you farewell.
do it.
I
Kill him.
do hope we'll meet again.
What is this?
Kill him.
Do it.
What is this Blues Clues?
Is clear.
That was one of my favorite jokes too. Of just how many things can you make how many things can
How
fit
can I
into
help you
Creamy
today,
Sheev's
friend?
statement? Like just stew it, glue it,
Oh.
brew it.
Ah.
Oh.
Screw it. Wait, where are you going to the Wayne Priory?
I think it's closest to our... Oh my, I don't have the right quest marked. What a goober. Oh, that's a real shame.
Oopsie poopsie.
I forgot to activate the proper quest for Mr. LeChance here, and I'm
No problem.
sort of hit myself.
You have a chance to fix that.
I do. They're great loading screens.
You
though.
get to the place. Okay. You are given with his dying breath the most sacred and important object artifact of Nirn, and you get to the place where you're supposed to go, and then you go, dang it, you know what, it turns I needed I forgot I had to go kill that guy. I know I'm right here, but instead of giving Joffrey this incredibly important amulet, I'm just gonna leave. I'll deal with it later.
Oh, that'd be hilarious if I was about to bring... I should have done that, man. I should have brought Martin.
Bring Martin along on all of the Dark Brotherhood quests.
Yes,
Yeah,
sure.
that
I just saw that on
that's
Oni
not what
praised. They got recruited in Dark Brotherhood with Martin following them.
Oh, man,
Wolf,
Oni's
that's
playing
not
this
what I was
game?
gonna
That's
do,
funny.
but that would
Yeah.
be absolutely hilarious. I honestly might go do that. I'm not gonna.
That
lie.
might be pretty funny.
Will
honestly.
he
And
actually
it'll-
follow you throughout the entire Dark Brotherhood questline? You think?
I think he would.
Wait, hold on.
I don't think there was a way to I don't think there's he gets agitated enough to leave you. I don't think that's a thing.
Do you have to do Quatch Quest too?
Yeah.
The Clutch quest? No, we've still gotta go to the Priory here, and then of course we'd have to
It's
go
you.
do the Clutch quest first, in order to get Martin to follow us. So You know.
It's you, the hero
Stack out
of
the
my
Martins,
crotch.
the Germains, and the Moglier.
What?
That'd be funny. All of them just coming around watching us murder people.
Oh yeah, you gotta get Bablier. Gotta get Bablier to follow you around.
I don't know. What do you think? You want to go get Martin? That's gonna make it a lot more dangerous for us because we're gonna have to go into an Oblivion gate.
True. What level are you at right now? You're just level 1, right?
Yeah, I'm level 1, bro. I'm
Yeah.
hitting it up.
Yeah.
Let's just continue.
Yeah.
All I've got to my name is some fur armor and a big kissable set of lips.
It runs in the family. You know the other quest line we could have done, but that's like dangerous. Arena.
Oh yeah.
Arena
Oh, right.
Permadeath. That's not good.
Right.
I think probably doing it at a low level is not a very good idea, huh?
Arena or the Dark Brotherhood?
Arena. I mean, any quest line at a low level, you have like obviously a chance of dying, but arena.
Oh yeah, that's what makes it fun.
Arena is definitely one of the worst. I've never used a dagger as my main.
Is it true that they fixed the goblin quest so that even if you're higher level, the brothers don't insta die, or is that untrue? I heard somebody say in the remastered they changed it so that like they level up with you, but that does not sound correct.
Yeah, that's the end.
Maglir is the greatest betrayal in Elder Scrolls, like full stop. When the Aedra betrayed Lorkhan, no.
It's nothing.
When the tribunal betrayed Nerevar, no. It's Maglir. Maglir is the greatest betrayal.
No.
You gotta talk to this guy.
We got plenty of rooms if you want one. Ain't nobody staying here these days except old Rufio. Rufio? He's an old codger. Been living here for a couple of weeks now. If you
This
ask
guy's
me,
so dumb,
he's
by the way.
hiding from
He's like-
something.
he's like a
But what
data
do I
broker.
care? He pays his tab.
Hey, do you know?
His
know
room
his
is
phone
downstairs
number, address,
in what I like to
location?
call the private
Here
quarters.
you go.
Yeah, what do you
Use that
what do you want to know?
Rufio, here's his room
But
key.
don't
Oh, yeah.
expect a warm
Yeah,
reception.
here's the key to the cellar as well, so that you can dispose of so you can have
That's
some
a
private
horrible
time.
name for an inn, I know, but I just can't bring myself to change it. Farewell, and tell your friends, the Inn of Ill Omen is open for business, as always.
Did you say he's downstairs in the basement? Oh, Rufio, my boy.
Imagine his name being Rufio, and he's.
I'm
not
pretty
on the
sure.
roof.
Didn't they program him so he literally only has 1 health? Because I'm pretty sure you instant.
I always thought his name was Rufio because
time.
of what he's being killed for. I always thought it was a bit of a tasteless
Are
pun.
you gonna talk to him, or are you just gonna?
He doesn't deserve to die
I mean-
peacefully in his sleep. He didn't say anything,
No,
but you
please.
can reply
I
with,
didn't
"Oh,
mean
but
to
you
do
have."
Oh, but you have, Rufio.
She struggled. I told her to
Like-
just stay still, but she wouldn't listen. I had no choice.
What do you mean?
Oh no! Oh no!
Run. Oh no! As he's
no.
opening the door, you just stab him in the back. Oh!
Okay, now you gotta sleep, so Lucian comes up.
See if I can get Rufio in the bed with me.
Mark.
A lot of
Rufio.
Lalo, is that you?
Mark Ruffalo.
Come on, Rufio. Come on.
Man, the dragging physics in this game were so disappointing.
Yeah, you gotta use the telekinesis stuff if you want to get like a real good drag.
Yeah,
The traction on this stone floor is too much. He's stuck.
clearly.
Rufio. You dirty slut, come on. Oh,
Mark Rufio.
But yeah,
I'm trying to... Rufio, I'm just trying to comfort you, brother.
but yeah, Nerevar.
Christopher Lee did tell us that people do not make noise when they're stabbed in the back.
No.
Oh, Christopher Lee, you brilliant man. I wish you were still here.
Yeah.
What a Chad.
What was I gonna say? It hasn't come up really, but like my actual expertise with like Elder Scrolls lore is like the weird creature stuff. That's like my main stuff I actually do on like wikis. I wrote like this massive troll article.
You know, I actually figured that based on everything you were telling me about, you know, the goblins and the dregs and everything.
The deed is done. How do I know this? You'll find that the Dark Brotherhood knows a great many.
How do I know this? Looks down at Rufio's dead body, looks back up at you. You'll find that the Dark Brotherhood has its ways of knowing, looks back down at the body.
Dude, all he had to do was ask the innkeeper. This guy will say anything.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, that guy. Oh yeah, he would.
See, the Red
Rufio is the sign.
It's the Red Fest theory.
The manner of
He's doing that.
He came in and killed Rufio.
Rufio's
He's in the basement.
Because
but Rufio's already paid up for the next week, so I don't really care.
A particular group of family members. You will join that group and fulfill.
Because
any
Connor, have you seen the bodies decay?
You must now go
not just Connor,
to the
you
city
too.
of Cheatham, to the
Did you see the
abandoned
bodies
house
decay?
near
No.
the eastern
You only see them
wall.
the spawn.
Enter
Run
the
theory.
basement
Run theory.
and attempt to open the black
Run theory.
door.
Hyperactive.
You will be asked a question.
Goofio? Oh, Stolas, I can't believe I didn't come up with that one. Goofio is great.
You will gain entrance to the sanctuary. Once inside, speak with Ochiva. We must now take our leave of each other, you and I.
Now I want
for
an AI
there is
generated
much
picture
work to
of
be done.
Rufio
I'll
looking
be
like
following
Goofy.
your
Yeah,
progress.
and I'll do it again.
Welcome to the family.
I mean,
You are now one with the
it's not going to be very good looking, but hold on. Please hold.
Oh gosh.
Hold for what?
Brotherhood.
Just what you asked for.
Oh God.
Art. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Ash, and I'll see if I can get that for you.
Ash is his special version of ChatGPT.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, shush. Don't advertise it.
That's gonna be one of the deep lores of Zig and Zag channel.
Yeah, deep lore. I mean, I'm not doing anything that's against terms of service. It's just it's an
just
iffy.
keep the mystery.
Man, Stolas is on fire over here.
All right, let me see here.
Gosh, Moxie, she's just struggling and yuck. I had to put her down.
Oh, please! No, not this. Not like this.
Right.
Yes.
It may not do that. We'll see. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
I don't want it.
I do love that the sanctuary is in Cheadenhall, and I like to imagine that in this timeline, Lucian Lachance, he was just like standing on the streets when we killed that homeless lady or something like that. He was just watching it happen. That's how he found out.
Oh, you gotta lockpick this.
Oh boy. I'm gonna embarrass myself terribly. I could have gotten there. I'm very embarrassing. I should have gotten it on the first try. Each and every pin.
Chat Stipu.
There's nothing good in here, is there? I don't know why I'm looking around.
Oh, actually dead.
Wow, Steppenwolf. That's a good one, but I'm not gonna repeat that on the stream.
I actually.
No, Steppenwolf's got it.
He already did, and I cringed at it.
Oh. Oh, is this gonna work? I thought it was gonna tell me no because.
Yeah, Stolas.
This might work.
That's a good reason, man. That's a good reason. You've got this. Do you think that Mr. Lachance just sort of like... Do you think that he's like a park bench sitter? Like he sort of just waits around Cheydinhal for somebody to do something heinous.
Sanguine, my bro.
Yeah, it's looking like a nose ache. I'm sorry. Disney is just not. You're not gonna.
Hey man, if you're gonna be squatting in houses, you ought to be ready to find a scary door. I don't know what else to tell you.
Greetings, brother.
Farm tool.
Greetings. I am
Prepare to
mistress
enter
of
the
the
Sit on you,
Soul.
Shadow Scale.
Not you.
Told me
Not you
No,
too.
no,
Yes!
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Out of all of the farm tools that have existed canonically, Ochiva is
a place of comfort and
Bay.
security whenever the need arises.
Ochiva.
When you're ready
Look,
for work,
look,
Real.
go
look.
and speak with Vicente
I may be gay,
Valtieri.
but I can
He
appreciate
handles all
Ochiva,
assignments
okay?
for
She
new
is like a
family
mom
members.
figure,
But
and
before you go,
I will not
please
hear
Real
any
recognizes
ill
real.
from your
will.
new family.
I will not
A
hear any
unique set of
bad-mouthing
armor, like
Ochiva.
a
You can
normal
call anyone else a
leather
farm
and
tool,
black
but
as the
Ochiva
void.
is sacred.
Now,
Listen, man,
I've kept you
if
long
you make
enough.
exceptions
The
in your
chance
description,
Meanwhile,
what are you?
You'll find him
What
in
do you
his
stand
quarters.
for?
Yeah,
Go now,
exactly.
my child, and may Sith is
You're
go
just
with you.
cherry picking at that
Meanwhile,
point. That's not right.
Meanwhile, I'm not for the farm tool jokes. Call him Manwa. Call him just that phrase in particular. Just like grinds
We're
my
talking
ears.
about Enma might be worse, actually.
I think Enwa's worse.
But no, it literally just means Outlander, though.
No.
It's literally what it means.
Yeah, but guess what? The people who wrote Elder Scrolls said, we need a slur for foreigners. Let's pick a word that
Yeah.
starts with N, maybe, eh? What do you think? What was that on purpose? Do you
yeah.
think, or do you think they thought about that, or?
I don't think they did. I really don't think. I know it seems really close. I really don't think it was purposeful, but it doesn't need to be because if people start associating it and or people in certain circles start using it as a code word, which is a thing in some Elder Scrolls areas of the internet.
That's my issue with farm tool, especially because that's not even canon. That's literally the community made that up.
Well,
it's not even a phrase. There's a bunch of canon slurs. Farm tool is not one of them.
By the way, you know, like
Steppenwolf says, she's a real overachiever.
That's good.
So, actually, when you meet Achiever, isn't achievement a lot?
Boys, you're absolutely rooting hard for Achieva, huh?
Yes, so Chiva is Bay.
Yeah,
she's top
Look,
tier.
I'm
So good to
I'm just
Oh,
I'm
it's
an
doing the
Aaronian
thing.
fan.
It's doing the thing. He has no hair.
Yeah, we got Count Orlok over here.
I'm telling you, it's the vampire from Nosferatu. That's him.
Orlok.
But you don't have to do bonus, just FYI.
Warmest
You just
greetings
have
to
to
you.
survive.
I trust
yeah.
you've already spoken with Ochiva. I am Vicente Valtieri. I provide assignments for all new family members. Please do not let my appearance unnerve you.
You know the
needs and
I
tenets
require-
of the Dark Brotherhood
I
come before my
require
own
to move
needs
off
as a
screen
vampire.
for a moment.
Now, if you're ready to get to work, I can provide
Homeboy's
you with your
popping
first
some,
contract.
Homeboy's wigging some skooma over
Ochiva
there.
needs a
A
lore article.
contract is a
Speaking of,
secret pact
that's
one
been
enters
overdue.
into with the Dark Brotherhood.
Hey,
They provide us with gold, and we remove
I
someone
need to
from
ask a doctor.
existence. A contract
Is
is
there a doctor in the
fulfilled by
chat?
a skilled assassin
But that's
such as
chemo
yourself,
cause vampirism.
Oh,
who
no.
keeps the Dark Brotherhood's
Does
end of the
chemo
bargain.
cause vampirism?
So it has always been.
Oh man.
While carrying
That'd
out
be,
the contract, you may have the
I
opportunity
think
to earn a
vampirism
bonus
would
if
cure
certain
cancer.
parameters are met.
In a
Now,
way.
I
let's
would
begin,
argue
shall
that
we?
you are probably
I'm
correct.
not sure how you feel about
Yeah.
pirates.
Well, I think
but
Considering
you've
the
got to kill one.
supernatural ability to
captain,
heal
in fact,
itself, it's either
his
going to
ship.
be you don't have
Surrounded.
cancer anymore, or your entire body is now cancer. Welcome to being
Excellent.
Deadpool.
Here is what you must
That'd be
do.
pretty rough if it
Go
sort
to
of
the
like
waterfront district of the
like
Imperial City.
hyperactivated the
There you will
generation
find a
of
ship
tumors. That'd
named the
be
Marie Elena.
Or
Yeah.
like it
Board the
activates
ship
by,
and
by,
find
the
its
sun,
captain,
by the sun.
Gaston Tussaud. He'll be in
You
his
go into
cabin.
the sun and it's just like,
Eliminate Tussaud in any manner you see fit. The pirates have been moving a lot of cargo on board lately. You may be able to smuggle yourself on board in one of the packing crates. Oh, and one more thing. Get into the habit of asking your fellow family members about any current contract. Their insight may prove invaluable.
You're not my real dad. You don't tell me
Farewell,
what to do.
brother.
At my college, there was an old lunatic asylum that had an infamous spot. Oh. That's scary.
That's dark, brother. That is dark.
That's dark, brother.
Now, I walked right into that one. I should have seen it.
Yeah, you
Get
did.
away from
I should have
Yeah,
seen it.
you
That's
kinda-
my fault.
yeah.
That was my fault.
You about your last
Yeah.
contact.
He clotheslined you there.
He did.
You walked right into it.
Absolutely deserved that one.
No, you're not allowed to use the cool entrance yet. You got to
Not yet. You're
become
not
a
cool
bigger
enough.
member. Yeah.
Lovely. They're gonna hit me with a question mark
Welcome.
there anyway. No, thank you. Stolas and Steppenwolf
I
talking
just
about
think-
talking about going and exploring some pretty wacky places here. Now, when you say lunatic asylum, is that standard for British English? Because I've never heard an American say lunatic asylum.
The loony bin.
I've heard the loony bin way
Yeah,
more times than I've
that's
heard
the
the
loony
lunatic
bin, yeah.
asylum.
I
Or
mean,
just
I think it's
insane
because
asylum.
like Americans sure do love to just fucking get. Oops, I accidentally used the F word. We like to just replace words with other words for some reason. So it's just like, oh, the crazy bin. Like, okay, isn't that like lunatic asylum? Is it really that hard to just say lunatic asylum?
See,
You know,
I haven't heard lunatic asylum, but I hear insane asylum in American.
Yeah, insane
Yeah,
asylum.
that's what I hear.
Yeah.
Loony
my
bin, crazy house.
My favorite one is this person is a few fries away, few fries short of a half a meal.
That's good. I don't know if you'd. That'd be a crazy thing to hear somebody diagnose you with in an
Don't
insane
be
asylum.
the last to read today, Black Horse Courier.
I hope that maybe I don't know. I don't even think they call them insane asylums anymore because it's sort of like a taboo
No,
term.
I think they're just called like
Mental
wards,
institution.
maybe.
Hey, sweet lady of
Yeah,
grace,
mental
rest
institutions.
away, sweet lady
Yeah,
of
maybe
mine.
mental institutions.
Nut house.
What's
Heard
going-
that?
Sweet lady of
You made them mad by just walking onto their boat unannounced. But don't worry, the guards will take care of them.
That is so
Which
rough.
is the
Yeah,
most
that's kind of what I
hilarious-
figured.
like,
Is I could get the guards upset with them.
You would think that like through playtesting, somebody would have noticed that like as soon as the pirates aggro you, the guards immediately take care of the problem for you, and you don't need to get involved whatsoever. Like you would have thought somebody would have been like, maybe we should like recode that part. Remember the 5th of November. Yeah.
Almost hit the guard there.
So the Athens, Ohio Asylum.
My playthrough of this was really funny because when I go to get the
Oh, we gotta
the
switch
captain.
one switch. Two more switches. Two switch.
One more, boys.
Everybody needs a copy of the Black Horse Courier.
what is this? What is switch? I'm confused.
It's basically the switch.
Switch control.
Yes. 3 people see switch and we switch.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Do moderators count?
Yeah, dude.
Say it if you want.
Everybody gets a vote.
Oh.
That's like 6 of them, man. We gotta
All right.
swap me.
Thank you for getting us this far. Now it's my turn to hope we not die.
Man, I just want to see you pick some locks.
Oh.
How many of the
Well, there
streams
are
did you
some
actually
chests in
watch
here.
from mobile? Just curious. All right.
Yeah, when I stream
I linked the profanity article in chat.
when I streamed this one, it bugged out, and like the 2 guys come in and they're like, "Captain, are you okay?" and his body is like in front of the door. They make no mention of it. They don't continue their dialogue. They just turn to each other and go, "Good day, good day. Have you heard any news from the other side?" I'm just sitting there like, do I move? Because I'm sneaking right behind the corner.
Okay, Gaston is
just
dead.
like,
Captain Tissot, are you all right, sir?
I don't really need to deal with them. Prince Pit Dog 69 Dingusberg. Did you see that name, Connor?
I did not.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Welcome it is.
I want to go to like an allegedly haunted area at some point, just so I can laugh.
Man, those other two pirates didn't kill me.
You're from Florida, right? That's your whole state,
Yeah.
brother.
Well, yeah, okay. Well,
Not really.
all right.
I mean,
If
I
anything
live there.
It's haunted. It
Yeah,
would
both
be
of them are. By the way, which state is your favorite so far? Would you say, out of all the states you've been in?
I've been to all of them except for Alaska and Hawaii.
Ooh. And which one is your favorite? Would you say?
I think the state with the best nature is either Nevada or Oregon, maybe.
Oregon's nature is pretty good. I lived there for 2 years. It was interesting. I hiked
What's
there
this
even.
about?
I'm a big fan of states with good nature.
I haven't. Let's see. I've only been to like. Well, technically, I've been to like 10 states, but like been to like 4 others, maybe.
Man. Yeah, man. There's a lot of great places to go in the U.S. A lot of good travel opportunities. Of course, you have to drive so much.
Yeah, the husband is trying to be like, oh, we should go on a road trip one year, and I'm like, babe, I literally did that from age 0 to age like 25 every year to my grandparents' house in North Carolina, and pretty much every year it was driving there, and I don't want to do it anymore. And he's like, no, you don't understand. It'll be fun. We'll have places to stop.
The pirate has been eliminated. Excellent. No one will mourn his passing,
Well,
and
you know, if you like
Sithis
nature,
has been appeased. Please
Montana,
accept this black
Idaho,
band as your reward. It is a
go
ring
there
whose
and
powers
videos.
are quite useful to those who value discretion.
Or
one of them.
I'm
Alright,
sure
so
you
what's the
will
next
Solas,
contract?
you in?
The contract is
Are
waiting.
you in Cali?
If you're ready.
America's most haunted prison. I'm betting you're talking about Ley Alcatraz.
Which might be reopened. Anyway, but...
We need you to stage an accident.
Oh,
Kill
God,
the
this
target
one.
in the manner specified, and you'll
Yeah, you
receive a
gotta stage
considerable
an
bonus.
oopsie.
Do you accept this contract?
And no reloads, so yes, I accept this contract.
As I expected.
Oh, this is gonna be beautiful.
The target
Yes.
is a wood elf named Bainlin.
Oh,
You will
no.
find him at his home in Bruma.
Oh
Enter
yes, I
secretly
can't wait
and
to
avoid
see
his
this.
manservant, Grom.
And
On the
thing
second floor is a
something.
secret door leading to a crawl space. Inside are the fastenings of a mounted head that hangs over Bainlin's favorite chair. Loosen those fastenings any night between 8 p.m.
Chat
and 11
help
p.m.
switch.
and the head will surely fall on Bainlin as he relaxes
No,
in his
do not.
chair,
No one
as
switch
is his
this. It's
custom.
got to be Zake. We
If
gotta
Bainlin is
see him
eliminated
try
in
this.
any other manner, or if the manservant Grom is killed, you will forfeit the bonus. Now go, and may Sithis
Yeah, I don't think
be
I
with
can
you.
be here all night. I need to get up early tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, we can end at a reasonable time in general. Like...
Oh,
and
that's
then
alright.
continue this
I'm
at
fine
some
leaving
point
early.
later.
Either way.
Because you also
pretty
need,
much all
need to
night.
drive, right, at some point.
Yeah, I do have to drive at some point, but you know, I'm a Midwesterner, right? I'm born and raised here. There's no amount of driving that I can not do.
You guys, okay, wait. Is it true? Menards?
Is what
is
Menards is real? Yes.
and is it as good as people Is it as good as people claim it is?
I'm not sure.
Like,
Menards
I
is pretty
freaking
good.
I listen to Technology Connections, and he mentions Menards so often. I'm like,
Yeah, Menards is I mean, it's a good store. I don't know if it's anything that I'd like write home about, to be honest.
Oh, that's a question for Tarp right there. Stolez asks, "What's with the Balrog in Arena?"
What's the Balrog?
Oh yeah. Oh, Balrog, yeah. In Arena there is wait, where's the actual question? I'm trying to look. Oh yeah, in Arena there's a quest item, like there's generic like delivery quests, and one of the ones you can get for the Mages Guild is to grab a scrap of Balrog hide for someone. And if you look at early Arena screenshots from a magazine, there's an enemy that clearly is just like a Balrog because like back in the day, Balrogs were even in D&D, like just obviously stolen directly from Tolkien. But like it's literally the D&D Balrog design as a sprite from like pre-release images of Arena.
That's funny.
There was also Beholder in that same batch of sprites.
Hold on for a second with me. Figure this out.
But yeah, but the funny thing with the Balrog is it's technically they're still technically an extant. Balrogs are technically still an extant thing in the lore, simply because a Balrog hide exists.
All right, one more, Zeke.
In the
Just
final
play
game.
it safe. Play it safe.
You could have had it.
Yes. Could have had it, yes.
You're fine. You're fine.
Bring back the Balrog. Yeah, I think it was cut for obvious rights issues. It's like I don't even think D&D was really supposed to be using it.
Yeah, that.
Then again,
no.
people.
Right.
Because I think even later versions were doing it. Yeah.
I think they
Or
renamed
it was just tacky. It was tacky to just use the Balrog. As well, even if it wasn't technically a rights issue.
He's so permanent with you. You say it every time.
Yeah, that's right.
That's also why.
They renamed it to Balor.
Yeah.
But it's very
also why stuff like
clearly a
Mithril fell out of
no, that'd
popularity.
be terrible. That'd be a good motivation, though.
New challenge on this run: you get the skeleton key last, just as the very last thing you do.
What made you think of that? Stolas? Did you see it in were you looking at the bestiary or something?
Come on.
I'll link the picture of the cut enemy in chat and what we know about it.
Why?
Boys, this is why you tune into stream.
This is
Wow,
is why
technically
you
the
watch
image-
Zake play Oblivion. This right here is peak Zake Oblivion.
Zake Oblivion.
The screenshot wasn't technically labeled as a Balrog, but it's very obviously just a Balrog. It looks like the D&D take on the Balrog.
Yeah, and even the
Same thing
D&D
with the
version is
Beholder.
very clearly a Balrog. Like, there is no argument.
Yeah. And same thing with the Beholder. It's not labeled, but it's literally just a Beholder.
Oh,
and also,
there
I
it
think
is.
in actual Arena...
There it is.
In Arena's, what's the word? Text files or whatever, you could still find, the phrase Beholder.
What time
But,
is it?
not any mention in the final game.
Perfect.
Though the Arena also has a single mention of kobolds. In the final game.
Man, I wish that Elder Scrolls had little kobolds. Kobolds are my favorite.
Yeah. The only thing is if you refuse a quest from an innkeeper, they have a chance to say
Kobolds or the mythological dog man kobolds.
Were you asking what preferred or what
Where's the
Yeah,
thing?
I would prefer. I prefer
be here
the
somewhere, man.
lizard version. I do appreciate the Japanese take where they really emphasize the dog version, though. I do appreciate that.
I've always heard of like a rat version. Isn't there like a rat version?
Also, kobolds and goblin is literally the same word. Actually, they refer to the same creature when it comes to the IRL mythology. Literally, goblin is a bastardization of.
I didn't know it was a real word.
Oh yeah, both of them are.
Where are the cast names?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I knew goblin was. I knew goblin.
Yeah, goblins were called
Guys,
kobolds
we have a
in the
problem.
original.
We have a problem, guys.
You're looking the wrong direction, Zake. Turn around. Nope. You've turned around too far. Okay, now go. There it is.
What time is it?
Yeah, what was the kobold mention? Yeah, if you refuse a quest from an innkeeper, they'll say something like, I always heard that your race was the average member of your race was a stinking pile of kobold dung. And that's the only mention of kobolds in Elder Scrolls. Comparing you to a stinking pile of kobold dung.
Okay, so
Alright, now let's see if he can escape.
Gnomes. There's like two mention of gnomes.
Gnomes are my favorite fairy tale, like fairy related creature ever. Kobolds are like my favorite NPC type creature, like monster quote unquote.
Yeah.
But gnomes, love gnomes.
Yeah.
I even have a little table full of different gnomes I've collected.
Do we not have invisibility, do we?
But yeah, inns and taverns in Daggerfall and Arena can be named after gnomes. For instance, there's literally an inn called the Screaming Gnome.
Chameleon.
And
25%, but Godspeed.
There's a cut song, there was unused song lyrics from like Daggerfall's data, and they mentioned "Work Me Hardy as a Gnome," and the book Argonian Account has the one guy, Lord Vanek, being described as gnomish, in terms of like his appearance.
Oh no! No! No!
Run!
Run!
You better run!
We better run! Better run!
Alright.
Well, there's some other really funny ones. Weird, like, minor mentions. That's my favorite thing to do on the bestiary, is find these, like, one-off mentions of stuff.
Imagine, you've just unalived someone's, like, lord, and they come up to you and they start hitting you, and then you turn around and you start picking the lock, and they're just like, oh, you know what? I better let him finish doing that, actually.
He's gonna follow us, like, to the end of the earth, so we're just run. Run.
On you to the ends of the earth!
Stay away.
Okay, one word for Switch.
Shocker.
No, I want to see if Zane can get back to the Dark Brotherhood before they unalive the.
Look, the main thing is that we don't get unalived.
There's 2 mentions of screaming like a banshee, and a spell called Ice Banshee, all in ESO.
Are there no banshees in ESO?
No.
No, it's Wisp.
So like Wisp
Mothers are like their...
Yeah, Wisp Mothers. I made the entry and I put Seal so Wisp Mother because they're just so similar in concept.
Yeah. The Wisp Mother is basically like their sort of banshee standard.
Yeah.
Banshees and Kelpies are cool.
Kelpies are great.
Yeah, I don't think there's a Kelpie.
No,
there's a Selkie.
No, I'm saying in mythology.
Connor,
no, I know you are.
Connor,
I was just that just reminded me to check.
Bot on Twitch. Yeah.
Funny you mentioned that. Literally in the upcoming DLC, there's a saltwater bog dog named Kelpie.
Love bog dog. I love that word. Best word.
I love how it's actually a saltwater. I love how they're actually using the saltwater.
You know the word bog in Russian? It means like God.
Oh really?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm wasting our potions of healing, but we're gonna do what we have to do. Okay, 2 people said
that's
switch.
A cute reference, though.
One more person and we have to switch,
like...
and you have to run. Nervar.
What?
Yeah, that's got to be a reference to the mythical creature. The fact that they named the saltwater bog dog Kelpie. I mean, like, it does literally have kelp on its back, but also, like, it's like a creature... I mean, isn't that how Kelpies are almost sometimes portrayed? Like,
Let me
like,
see. Hold on.
stuff.
Did you post it?
Oh, I can post it. But I'm just saying the fact that they named it... The fact that they named this specific one Kelpie, I'm thinking, like, that's gotta be a little shout-out to, like, the mythological creature.
Maybe.
Look,
they actually resemble... They resemble...
Okay, 3 people said switch. 4 people said switch. We gotta switch.
They resemble... What was it? What are those called? They're from
Never mind, we gotta
Japanese
switch.
mythology.
You ready?
Kappas?
Yeah. His face and forehead looks like
Let
Kappa.
me get you down somewhere
Yeah.
like that's safer so we don't get... You don't accidentally...
I'm glad, yeah, because the saltwater bog dogs were in a recent crate drop, and I was wondering if they were actually going to use them, and yeah, they are using them on that new Solstice Island,
get you off
which
to
like
the
matches their
road.
description of being found on the off the southern coast of Tamriel.
You a big ESO guy? What do you think about the game?
Yep, I know a lot of stuff. The game, I'm mixed on the actual gameplay because, like, you know, I'm not a big MMO guy,
No,
but I love a lot of the lore.
Yeah, there are 2 MMOs that I would play if I actually enjoyed MMOs, and that's Final Fantasy XIV and Elder Scrolls Online, but I don't like MMOs. And unfortunately, as great as Final Fantasy XIV is, which, by the way, if you like MMOs, it's amazing.
Your turn to go to cheating hall now.
Like ESO and even ESO's lore, it's just I can't play it. I don't enjoy it, and it sucks because I'm like, I want to play this.
But
Thing.
Naravar, did you actually know that the new origins on this, right? On Oblivion Remastered, how they added the origins thing?
Yes, they changed it from your sex.
The gendered
determinant,
thing, yeah.
right?
Yeah. But the fun thing about them is some of the locations are like ESO references.
Some of
They're
the
like
locations?
ESO original lore. Yeah,
Yeah,
because remember, you pick an origin, that's a location.
Video, by the way, Tar.
Yeah, we made a video on it. Yeah. No, like I said, yeah,
Yeah,
like
origins are
for
like
Breton
groups in remaster.
Yeah, instead of gender, you pick your origin, and like you. So for Breton, you can pick being from High Rock or being from the Sistras Archipelago, and the Sistras Archipelago, being like a Breton place, is like that entire concept is from ESO. The Sistras Archipelago was like a one-off mention previously.
I'm just glad they added Nibonese versus Colovian.
Yeah, you can pick being from Nibonese
that
or
made me
Colovian.
so happy when I saw that, and I was like, no, that's worth it.
Connor.
That's just worth it. I would rather that than gender because that is just so worth it. I love
No, it's so
that
much
they
more.
brought back that.
I like the role playing because like
Yeah,
I actually
exactly.
I got the
it
bonus.
adds so much more role play
I got that bonus.
opportunity.
I got away.
I mean, Starfield did something with that concept, and I hope that becomes more fleshed out also in ES6.
Dude,
Because if you'd pick like starting traits.
Starfield was... I didn't think it was very good overall, but I really do think the character creation had some of the best conceptual RPG mechanics of any Bethesda game in recent history.
I hope, because of the jetpacks, I hope we're getting levitation back in next Elder Scrolls.
Oh man, that would be so great.
Yeah, man, I'm hoping for levitation too. I really...
And like the crazy enemy variety in terms of the creatures, that'll also give you Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, I really do hope that they go more sort of back into the intricacies, the complexities of it, rather than continuing.
Oh yeah,
to
definitely not the procedural stuff as much.
Definitely not. I don't think that's the move. But if the direction of Starfield is anything to go by, then they might.
The accident has been staged and Bainlin lies dead. Well
done.
done.
Starfield was
You
a
have
very
more than
specific
earned
type
your
of game,
reward and
a
bonus.
very specific type of
I
scale.
present to you this dagger. It's an
That's true,
enchanted
but I've
blade
heard a lot of people
known
talking
as
about wanting,
Sufferthorn.
split provinces between
prick is
High Rock and
deadly, I
Hammerfell and
assure
everything, and
Yes,
Like,
you are quite
you
an
could-
asset.
I mean,
to
that
this
could still
sanctuary.
work without doing
In fact,
that.
I believe you are ready
You
for
know, I'm gonna be
advancement.
honest.
I really,
hereby
I really
appoint you
think
Slayer.
that I was just talking about
Well
this
done.
actually earlier with my
Now go, child
husband
of
and his
Sithis.
boyfriend.
Go and rest.
I really
You
think it's
need
going to
it.
be set in
Not your
both
latest exploits.
Hammerfell and it makes sense to
Yeah,
me.
I think it's
If
going to be a
nothing
border
else,
region.
Back
if
from
nothing
I don't
else,
think it's
they're
gonna
going to
be
add High Rock
It
as
the
a as a
entirety.
I
DLC
have
or
another
something.
contract available, one that.
I don't think. I don't think it's going to be the entirety of both provinces, but I think it's going to be kind of like Daggerfall, where
As
it's like a
always,
crossover
you
point.
fail to
between them.
disappoint me.
I hope we at
Oh,
least
it is
get
a
to see
dark elf
Orsinium
is
like
Valen
like proper in the game.
A
I think
prisoner recently
Orsinium is.
just outside
I
the
think that
Imperial
would be the
prison
DLC.
is a grating that leads
The
to the
Rothgar
sewers.
Yeah,
Orsinium
that would be
area.
great.
It has
That would be
recently been
great
tightly
DLC.
locked,
We could
but
see
I will
orc culture
provide
when
it.
they're
Because, like,
in a
It
city.
should be easy enough to locate Dreth in his.
I mean,
Valent
ESO
fuel.
does. That's actually one of ESO's best DLCs too. Is the Orsinium DLC for it?
Well, it's true.
See, there we go. There's precedence for it.
This one might be
Excellent.
rough
Yeah.
Why is that?
because we have to sneak into the hole, to the jail, and there's a lot of guards there.
Hey man, I'm sneaky.
Well, if they get in your way, make
I'm
them not in your way
sneaky.
anymore.
Hey Connor,
Connor's got a point.
did you see I did that bonus? He didn't die.
Did I see what?
Yeah, he got the bonus.
Oh, you got the bonus. I'm sorry. I was like Nicol Bolas. What? Huh?
Yeah,
No.
the dragon god.
By the way,
That's on me. My ears have been
no,
less than great.
you're
recently.
good. But when I first came to this country, people misheard me all the time, and I don't know why. Some people were so publicly charged. They heard publicly incorrect things.
Oh,
People's minds go to such things.
yeah.
That's how it would be.
I don't know. I'm just
Bring
like
back
thinking,
spell making, indeed. I only just now saw your comments, Solas. But yes, bring back spell making, please, for all it is. Blessed.
Now, do we have any magic potions left? Please tell me we do.
No.
Nope.
What's another weird
Not a one.
mythological thing
Shit.
that gets mentioned like barely?
Sorry.
Wyverns, as a separate concept from just dragons, gets.
So what do you recommend we do?
Well,
I remember the days when wyverns were wyverns
We
and
could do that
dragons
rune
were
and get a
dragons,
welcome
and there was a
stones.
clear difference. Now it's like,
Well, the Elder Scrolls dragons.
I think it
as
would be
they're
funny if
depicted
they
in
add
Skyrim,
wyverns.
at least, are wyverns, right?
Yeah. In terms of like the typical how you define them.
Heralded.
In
say,
terms of
say
like
again, Nerevar? I didn't really hear you.
Elder Scrolls dragons, Skyrim dragons are wyverns, is what he meant in terms of like how they appear.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
technically.
it's-
I mean,
technically they're
people
alive.
use dragon now more as like.
But it's a nomenclature
taxonomical-
thing.
Yeah, they treat dragon nowadays
Like-
as a taxonomical class. So like,
Well,
a wyvern
the thing
might
is,
be,
yeah.
you know, a wyvern is a dragon, and also a European dragon is a dragon, and also the two different types of both Chinese
Well, actually,
and
I feel
Japanese
like
type dragons.
the very specific definitions are a more modern invention, I think, in general.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean,
There is.
they used to be called worms. Literally, they were called worms,
Spelled
like
with a Y, though.
W-Y-R-M-S. No, but I believe. Actually,
That
I'm
is-
gonna look this up before I spout my mouth. I think this
Yeah,
is what I'm
worm
about
is
to say.
definitely a
Is
term from.
Have either of you seen? There's a video on YouTube. It's like a very long sort of like recording of a panel lecture. It's called "The Taxonomy of Dragons."
Oh, yeah, no. I'm right.
I have not.
The modern word in English, worm, as in like earthworm, is literally from the word for dragon.
Are you getting
Like, it's
focused?
literally worm.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna harvest some welcome.
Just be careful. People say
There's a
the
single
portal
mention of
sea
woodchucks.
Would
There's
just
what?
one mention of woodchucks specifically? That's weird.
Well, it's okay. Well, one source, but the source is like various taverns in Daggerfall, so it's technically like
gotcha.
a bunch. But it's like, but it's literally just tavern names.
There's literally an immortal NPC.
Quetzalcoatl is a dragon. I would argue that you are correct. A winged serpent. Yeah, I suppose Quetzalcoatl would count.
There actually is a single mention of wombats, and that's in the IS Animal
Wombats?
God book from Daggerfall. Yep, and it specifically even calls them marsupial.
That's fun.
Who's there?
Avoid those things whenever I can.
Damn rats. Always skirting around in the
No
shadows.
weapon stones yet.
Fantasy should use
Yeah.
marsupials more.
There's
Like,
one
there's
there.
I
no
hate when
kangaroos,
those-
there's no koalas.
What's that?
There's one mention of opossums, and it's the dye in ESO named after opossums, like a gray dye called opossum something.
The real gamble, I think, in getting a
Up,
death
leveled
run
up.
is
Finally.
going to. I think the best gamble in getting a no death run is going to beat Umbra's ass, and seeing if you can cheese Umbra to get that crazy armor at the beginning.
Yeah, oh yeah, the Anthony.
Oh yeah.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Jerboas. Jerboas appear, they're a pet in ESO and also appear in elsewhere. Little guys. ESO has a lot of little guys.
Well, to be fair, Stolaz, dragons, the European version of a dragon makes absolutely no sense because the amount of tissue, muscle, and wingspan that a creature that big would need to actually lift its body off the ground is so laughably large that it's nonsensical. Like there's no
Believe it or not,
no way.
a Daggerfall book made a joke about that concept.
Was it referencing the scientists can't explain why bees fly myth?
Yeah, it was Akatosh in the book. There's the book King Edward, which is a very mythical, like almost children's tale of a book. Akatosh just shows up as a dragon in it, and he says something like, "Where is it?"
Stash.
Morlin asked with a smile,
Elizabeth,
"All right,
level up.
I wanted to know this. Considering the shape of your mouth and teeth, how do dragons manage to speak the humanoid languages so clearly?" Akatosh paused, and then carefully responded, "Why, in much the same way we can fly, even though our wings are not naturally strong enough to support such heavy torsos."
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a... King Edward is a weird foundational text. A lot of Daggerfall texts can be weird in that way. But yeah, King Edward is weird because it's very much a historical fiction, of course, like in universe.
So poison damage apparently ignores difficulty scale.
But yeah, Akatosh just shows up as a dragon in it. Like, as, like, chief of a bunch of dragons. And also, there's, like, female dragons. Like, it's
Zake's
almost
lucky-
like, of course, it conceptually would become Jill's.
Zake's lucky that poison mechanics in the Elder Scrolls doesn't work like it does in D&D.
No,
In
brother,
D&D,
no
if you don't
kidding.
have the poisoner, perk / feat / ability, depending, and you try to put poison on a blade, there's like a chance that you accidentally poison yourself, and I feel like that's exactly how Zake would react. He'd just be like, "Why am I suddenly losing health?"
I mean, alchemists are make a major skill. We can one-shot people.
Somebody mentioned earlier, I think, I can't recall exactly who it was, but somebody mentioned asked if we would miss shouting in the next Elder Scrolls game. And I, for one, hope that they don't have any special mechanic for your character at all.
I mean, you could shout.
I hard disagree. I mean, wait. Actually, explain. Why do you not hope that? I wanna hear the explanation before I maybe disagree.
Here's the thing. I'm not into the idea of being like, say for instance, what is it? It's not Blade Singer in Elder Scrolls. Is it something else? Sword Singer?
Sword Singer.
Sword Singer. I'm not into the idea of being like going from the last Dragonborn to like the last Sword Singer or whatever. I think if they're going to introduce some special wacky mechanic like that, we should at least have a few other sword singers, like an old master to teach you how to sword sing.
Oh no, I totally agree.
Oh yeah, ESO. Yeah, I agree. We're not going to be the last dance. I don't think.
Yeah,
it's going to be.
I do want.
It's a mostly lost art canonically, but like
exactly.
There's
that's what I'm saying. Is like, I think that if they're going to do that, they should have you be bringing it back and have you be like reviving the tradition or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want it to be like. Yeah, I also don't want it to be like, oh, you are the only character who is able to do this thing, and the few that.
I mean, to be fair,
that can also
the
do
Thum
it
thing.
don't
Technically,
really show
other
it.
characters do use the Thum. It's just
but
they're not. They can't. For instance, the special thing is like you can kill dragons permanently, and that you're like, you know, the ultimate, you know, god.
Yeah, I have never liked.
It's the fact that you can learn it so quickly compared to everyone else.
I'm much more a Morrowind guy when it comes to like, no, you're not the chosen one until you actually do all the crap that the chosen one is supposed to do, and then you were always the chosen one, and it's like. Oh, because it actually makes you sit down and think. Like, even Dagoth is like, do you think you're the real Nerevar? Because I don't know either. Like, you know.
Yeah, man.
It's like, maybe you're not. Maybe you're just fulfilling the prophecy that the Nerevarine was, and you're not actually Nerevar reincarnated. You're just some dude that happened to get the job done.
I do think that leaving things sort of on that kind of open end, I think it can be really good. I think that it was well executed in Morrowind. Not that they need to do sort of the exact same thing next, or even that there needs to be some kind of a chosen one prophecy in the next one. But I do think, generally, that that the chosen one thing just isn't really my like cup of tea for an RPG.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
I'm with you there.
I mean, all that said, you know, I did like Skyrim.
Right.
I loved Morrowind. You know.
Exactly, Blue Table Lover. You are not Nerevarine, but you could become Nerevarine.
That's right.
Exactly.
I don't have a strong opinion.
And Stola says they need to make more. They need to make racial powers more useful. I agree, and I was talking to Zake about this earlier. I want them to bring back that you can't wear boots if you're a Khajiit. Or an Argonian.
I don't
or
want that.
faced helmets.
Or helmet.
I think that's a great mechanic. And furthermore, I think that if they're not going to do that, that they should have different shapes for the helmets based upon your race. I think that. Can you imagine?
ESO does that. I like that.
The Argonian helm. Like they definitely need to keep that up in the next game. Or even just have
ESO did that, and that's really cool. Like if you like a helm will look like wildly different if you wear it as an Argonian.
I don't. If any of you guys ever played any of the Divinity original, like Original Sin or Original Sin 2 specifically?
No.
Those are great.
No,
games.
I haven't played DOS. I mean, I haven't played either of the Divinities.
They're so good. I highly.
Yeah, I should probably look into the second one.
Some of the best.
That second one's made by Larian, right?
Both of them are made by Larian.
Yeah. I mean, BG3 is fantastic, so if it's anything similar... I know it's a lot older.
Have you played Expedition 33 yet?
I have not played Expedition 33.
I haven't.
I've been playing Oblivion. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think that they really need to bring back racial differences. Can you imagine the kind of like jubilant hype that you would get if you were playing an Argonian and you didn't have any boots that fit you and you didn't have a helmet that fits you, and then you get like a quest that's like, here's a specific Argonian helmet and the boots, and they shape it to the character, and it's I think that'd be beautiful, and I think that it would distinguish the races. Though I will say, as a counter to that,
I don't disagree actually.
I think that they need
I'm
to.
not a fan.
I think they need to make.
Just in terms of inconvenience.
The, well, see, I think the inconvenience can be countered.
I think that's
For instance,
kind of the point.
The inconvenience can be.
I know, but I know it's the point, but I just don't enjoy it.
I think the inconvenience can and should be countered thusly, right? You need to give them a reason to want to play Argonian or Khajiit, regardless. Other than that, it's their favorite thing. I'd have to think maybe a little more so I don't half-bake Argonian, right? But I do think that, like Khajiit, for instance, reduce fall damage, extra sneak free because of your cat feed that you already get. Like, I think that's great.
But then at a certain point, then like you almost make them too good. It's like compared to you like.
Well, I mean, but if the discount, I don't know. I actually like if they gave like let's say Argonians, right? So as an Argonian, you can't wear helmets or greaves that aren't like custom made. So here's how you can get around it. You could either just program it in that it's just more expensive, or other methods.
They're bringing back.
But I think it would be good if they gave it like for Argonians specifically. It would kind of make sense to like if they're gonna do that, if they're gonna remove armor options, maybe give Argonians a passive based on like their scales that give them a certain amount of natural armor / reflection, so that it kind of like counterbalances it, and then it makes.
Isn't that already?
Well, because then it makes it keeps the races like it has its advantages and disadvantages. I do agree with you, Nerevar. I think giving the like I don't know. I do agree though. I don't know if I would go so far as to say like totally remove armor options.
No,
but if
don't
you're
remove
like
them. Just change them. You know, you can.
Yeah, like I mean, yeah. If you're like
blacksmith and
saying
getting,
like, oh, it'll
boots
cost.
altered so you can wear them or something.
Yeah, I'm down with that. That makes sense to me.
I do think they're probably not going to bring back Suthe Rot or anything as like the playable first stock.
They're not going to bring a lot of stuff.
By the way, if they would add to, do you think they're going to add Malmner?
No, they're not going to
add what?
Malmer? Probably not.
Elves?
No.
That'd be if they.
In ESO, I could see this happening. In ESO, I actually see that happening because ESO they use them a lot. They've been using them a lot for stuff. And I'm like, at this point, just make them playable, honestly, because like the way they're using them, it's like you could easily justify it. Honestly, I think, if you had, I don't think they're gonna, just simply because of the different things. If you had to add another race, there's really nothing preventing like Marmor other than like they're like mildly uncommon. Because like it's not like they're like it's not like they're ontologically evil. It's not like they're endangered. It's not like they can't be. They're super unlikely to be in Tamriel. There's like there's a decent population of them in coastal regions. I think that you could easily justify the armor being playable, unlike like snow elves or whatever.
Stolaz, I just saw your comment. I think those kind of restrictions are what makes an RPG and the races are already too homogenized. Yeah. I don't disagree.
Dude.
So
if nobody else has gotten
I feel like there should be I feel like there should be benefits and drawbacks to playing each race. I think that makes sense.
Absolutely. And here's my other thing. The other thing, talking about the beast races again still, I desperately, and I mean desperately, I'll do anything, Todd. If you're listening to this right now, I'll do anything. Add like the extra variations of Khajiit that you can play.
Well, that's what I was talking about a bit earlier.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it just depends on which variations, like which would be like doable in like the sense.
I don't know if I want them to do that because I feel like they're gonna screw it up.
I mean, they probably would.
Well, I mean, again, ESO already has a lot of them.
Worst.
Like I don't know, like would they let you play as a Palmar Rot that's like 2 heads above everyone? Would they let you play as a Suthe Rot in Cathay with completely different legs?
If they're gonna do any extras, it better be Alfiq. I want to be a little mad.
Dude, they're not. Alfiq is the one.
That's one of the ones they wouldn't
immediately that they're not doing.
Yeah.
No, I want
Yeah,
them to.
as-
No, I refuse.
The
That'd be so fun.
Althik Rot, Senshi, and Senshi Rot are the ones that are just off the table. Ohms I can see, actually. Ohms I could actually see.
Really?
Because like they're literally
Ohms
just
are the really buff ones, right? Oh no, Ohms. Okay.
No,
the
those are the
Bosmer.
ones that look like Bosmer.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah,
you literally like
honestly-
that's like a freebie.
They missed an
It's like a
opportunity
freebie
with
in terms of
origin system in
implementation.
Oblivion. They could have done it.
Well,
They
well,
could have, but I feel like they
no,
didn't
no,
wanna add a
you'd
bunch
have to
of
change
stuff.
the models. Yeah, you'd have to change the models. You can't just say you're different first stock. You actually, like I said, ESO has depicted pretty much all of them,
Change
and
the
we know
freaking
what they look
model
like.
That'd be cool if they did that, but they definitely didn't want to change a lot of mechanics for
Yeah.
Oblivion Remastered. Clinton's work.
Like I said, because like yeah, it's just like, do they want you to be like really short? You could like a doggy rot would be doable, but you'd be like twice like the shortest
doggy
playable
rot.
race.
A bog dog
Doggy
rot.
or doggy rot.
Yeah, I think that.
I mean, you're familiar with what all the first stocks look like and everything, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like canonically.
I also think.
Because like sometimes there's like fan images that look weird.
There's other kind. It's not another kind of Argonian, but the Argonians have their sort of like you know. There's
No,
another
they have
kind
subspecies.
of
There's
lizard man.
There's
that is
actually
not an Argonian, right?
there's a well that's a Reno lizard man. They aren't even like sentient.
No. I'm talking about the ones
there's
that
other
still
liz-
serve the ones that still serve the hist, right? They appear in the DLC.
If you're talking about Nagas, those are Argonians.
Yeah,
If
they
you're talking
are
about, if you're talking about
considered
Nagas,
Argonians?
yes, they are considered Argonians.
Oh, perfect. I want a Naga. I love those guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Where you
the
going?
Nagas are just
You have
Argonians
to-
with like a weird face. The
This is
Nagas would be
Oh.
easily doable.
I knew I'm.
Again, they're in ESO, and they have like all the armor sets and everything. You could play as a Naga easily. Again, like I said, like theoretically, they could. I could see like them adding some of these to ESO because they already have the models and like armor fitting and everything for them.
Do you think they're gonna keep the ESO art style in the next game though?
Not really. No, I mean like every game does it like slightly differently.
Yeah. What do you think about?
I mean, like I said, Oblivion Remastered, they remastered it. It doesn't look like ESO.
No, that's so true. They were definitely trying to keep the Oblivion vibe though with that. That was like a clear stylistic choice of like
No,
we want to keep.
but yeah, no,
them
I don't think ESO looking like how it looks necessarily means anything. Yeah, it could be the art style could be depends on what direction the game's going.
Hey Connor, you're muted.
Truly.
I had to remove the hat. It was too hot
Play
in
as
this
a
room.
history. Play as a Capotan.
Bro's got the hat hair now.
Yeah.
I do. I have the most
Oh, yeah.
beautiful hat hair. The
Yeah.
hattest.
Theoretically,
the hattest hair that ever
there's
did
certain first stocks I could see them making playable again. There's certain Argonian variants I could see being playable. I could see Maurimer, a reality where Maurimer.
I want
Again,
them to.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for like an ESO DLC where they make Maurimer being playable their big selling point because like they could easily do that.
You are correct, Stolaz. There is no way that they are going to be able to sneak past all the guards. I'm predicting maybe the first two. I'm gonna go. You get past 2 guards before one of them notices you.
Dude, I'm killing all these motherfuckers. That's why I went and got the stones.
Here's races. I'm looking the races list in chat.
I am hoping. I don't know if
Hey, you want to play Steppenwolf? I want to play as a history.
History would be great. Can you imagine?
That'd be hilarious.
Now, the real question is, are you in favor of allowing the histories to wear armor?
You know, that would be a cool concept, like dryads, but they're actually histories that just has decided to become humanoid. That would be cool.
I remember, what was the word?
That actually goes pretty hard, not gonna lie.
Tamriel Rebuilt
doesn't it?
recently managed to make playable
careful.
Imga, but they made them, they went with Imga as more like Planet of the Apes looking guys. Though like certain art has portrayed Imga as being more like bulky.
I would love to see an Imga. You can have like your skin painted and everything, wear a cape.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm still shocked we have not seen Imga outside like 2 pieces of artwork. I'm still surprised. Like we've seen Slodes, like Slodes finally came back after Redguard in the ESO, like a variant of Slode at least. But like we still haven't had Imga.
I do want to let everybody know that this is the first run through of Oblivion that I have ever bothered to pick anything above an easy lock.
I mean, you got it without breaking the lockpick, so you're already.
I did break one.
Well,
yeah, the types of Khajiit. The types of Khajiit that have already been playable in Arena were retroactively the Ohms.
You're gonna give the big flop.
Morrowind were
they do the
Suthe
big flop. This is their mating ritual. You have just
all the other
slaughtered
games
a
are Cathay.
slaughterfish mating ritual. That is probably against Imperial rules.
Nah, I'm gonna mate with him.
But yeah, there's been
think our
4
kid will be nice?
playable Khajiit first talks already throughout the series.
Ursula.
Oh boy.
So yeah, I could see them adding certain first talks.
They're
just literally just the only ones that seem impossible are like Senche and Alfeek.
I would like to see.
All the other ones are human.
No, see, you say impossible. I would say
You can literally just take the rag.
impossible if you're
Just
if
not
you're
for a
game
main series
developers,
game.
You know what? That actually brings
They
something
should
to
make
mind.
more spin-offs like Redguard.
I totally agree. I was telling my brother about this the other day. Now that
There was literally a
Microsoft has it,
concept for
they
one of the
ought to.
sequels to Redguard called Paradise Sugar, where the gimmick was you'd play as like different Khajiit types for like puzzling.
That would go crazy.
Like that's the kind of game that kind of thing would work for. I just don't think a main series RPG you could play as like a giant saber cat type dude.
I think that with enough imagination you can do anything. I've just broken 3 lockpicks in a row, boys. That's not looking good for me.
Ooh.
That's so rough.
Yeah, there's a couple different types of Argonians. There's like a needle nose type. There's like a kind of like webbed hand
Bethesda
type.
should make
There's
more Elder Scrolls games in general. Yeah, you're right.
There's a toad-like breed of Argonian, and there's a winged type, which we're definitely never going to be playing as.
I just wish that Bethesda would just accept, okay, we're the people that do Elder Scrolls, and just go hard.
I think
on
people like
Fallout
Fallout.
and
I would
Elder
agree,
Scrolls.
but I love
Fallout
Fallout.
and Elder Scrolls. I know, that's what I'm saying. I didn't mean to exclude Fallout there. Just for them to just go, you know.
I mean,
what,
and
we're
also,
really
of course,
good
they have
at
other
2
teams.
things.
I mean, like,
we
because like
should stick
Doom,
to
that's
that.
not the
You
same.
did it.
They own Doom, but that's
You
not the
did
same
it.
people working on it.
Of course, I'm proud to
You
do
were
my
worried you were
duty,
not gonna do it?
but it's a waste
Yeah,
of time.
I'm not gonna
Okay, here
lie.
we
I
go.
was sweating after
Can
the
you-
first couple picks.
Cold stone and
Can you get
shadow.
past the first
That's
2
it.
guards? If
I'm
you
not
can,
disagreeing with you,
and you don't
believe
get killed,
me.
or
Those
you don't have to
assassins
kill
got what they
anyone,
wanted. The
I
Emperor
will
is
be very
dead.
pleased. I will
They
not
can't
be
be
If we get
disappointed.
killed, stream's over.
There's also steroid
survived longer
Argonians,
than I thought I
Argonian
would.
behemoths.
Dude, we're doing great, man.
We're doing great, but then some random thing kills you.
That's exactly
In
what I'm
Elder Scrolls games,
saying.
it's just so-
But
so
will the captain
significant.
listen? No. We must have a presence. The prison must remain secure.
Yeah, what a laugh, huh? Just who are we keeping?
Yeah,
Yeah, what a
imagine
laugh,
that's-
huh?
Since that other one got away, he's the only one right.
Imagine not seeing like someone
Well, I guess you can't
close the door
blame Captain
behind you.
Montrose too much.
Dude,
This is his
they
big
probably just
career
saw me and
move,
looked
after
away.
all. Got to impress that lot upstairs.
What? Okay,
Yeah, true
here's the
enough.
real talk.
Oh, well.
Do
I
you
bet
think
you
that we
get
will
back to my
ever
project. Don't forget,
get
we're meeting
a
the drinks later at
mainline
Brotherhood.
Elder Scrolls game in one of the more
I'll be
exotic
there.
settings again?
How could I miss
Like,
a
because
chance to
Morrowind
see
was
you
a
pound
vast
before that
departure
big
from your
old
average
box
fantasy
of
setting. But something like
Yeah,
I don't
Elder
know.
Scrolls
I don't know.
Elsewhere, Elder Scrolls,
I don't
you
think-
know,
My middle name.
like
Yeah.
I'm not even thinking that far in the future. I just, it's hard to even conceive at this point.
I'm genuinely pretty sure that if Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, it will be the last one. I mean,
It is.
I don't
It's
see
gonna
them being able to.
they.
Todd said he's done.
Continue.
Todd said
he's
that's
done-
going to be like
Todd
he's
said
going to retire
done,
at least.
But that doesn't mean that Microsoft, who owns the IP, is gonna let it.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's the last game.
Yeah.
I guess it
By any
depends
means.
on how good 6 does.
I do.
Because
I
like
think
Microsoft
Oblivion
is not
Remastered-
afraid to cut long-standing
No, it's there,
companies
That's
that they
true.
buy.
But
No,
like,
no,
look
no,
how well
no, no,
Oblivion.
what are you doing?
No, I'm looking for. Lucian.
Yeah, that's
Let's see
true.
if there's any chest. in it.
Cut down on the ale. Starting to see things.
But there is a big nostalgia factor there.
There is absolutely a
Though
big
there are a
nostalgia
lot
factor.
of new players that have been that played Skyrim and never played Oblivion and are now playing Oblivion. So
Oh yeah, same.
you
My
know,
brother.
it
My brother
might be
won't
6
play
of
it
one,
that
half
way.
dozen of another.
I mean, that plus Skywind coming out, I think they're probably eventually going to do a Morrowind remaster. That'd be great.
Oh wait, Skywind is coming out?
Eventually.
Oh, I thought. Oh,
Eventually, it's gonna
I
happen.
thought you meant
swear.
like it was like announced.
No, that'd
Like,
be great.
I was like,
wouldn't it?
oh shoot.
I mean, they had
That
the
would be
gameplay
really-
stuff released recently.
They
Oh,
might
uh-oh.
even if they did,
Oh,
they
fuck.
probably would have. Well, you did get
This is not good.
a couple of guards.
Pawns.
Can I summon a skeleton?
No, you can't.
I can't do it at the same time, can I? Even though it's a
Even if Skywind was ready, they probably wouldn't release it this year just out of respect for Skyblivion.
Yeah, it's not ready though.
Just to give that time to settle. Yeah, no, I as soon as you said eventually, I was like, oh.
Come on, Ancestral
Minotaurs.
Guardian. Do your thing.
I hope Minotaurs have like, or at least get better treatment. At least in terms of at least as good as Giants. Giants I like how they were handled.
Minotaurs are so
Skyrim.
great. They absolutely slept on those motherfuckers.
Yeah, Minotaurs are great.
Well, it's because the thing with base game Oblivion is their lore really didn't exist until Knights of the Nine, and then later ESO. Then ESO really did them much better in terms of like making them clear their sapient being.
Are the White Strake songs not in Morrowind?
They're not base game. No. There's
Oh,
mentions of
shoot, I didn't know
Pelennor,
that.
vague mentions. But yeah, no, the whole song of Pelennor and the like Adabala or whatever, those weren't like till
Maybe you stopped
Knights of the Nine
it,
came out.
yes.
At least I think Adabala was Knights of the Nine.
Well, Steppenwolf, like I said, even if will Skyblivion actually come out this year? I think so.
Do you think it's Skyblivion? Yeah, I think so too.
You know,
Man,
Two elves
oh
are
my
all
god,
the
the
same.
captain is
All flash
fucking
and no fury.
stacked.
Run!
This is absolutely not a fight I'm winning.
Winning or no?
No fucking way. I just hit.
Yeah,
Captain.
Adabala was from Knights of the Nine. Let's see, what books were added?
Oh no. People are
Adabala,
Twitch.
Knights of the Nine, Shezar and the Divine, Suramiel's Journal, the Songs of Pelennor and Wayshrine.
Somebody hit us with a switch.
One person.
Those were all
I
not-
think this is gonna be a terrible time to switch.
Oh, dude, the elven weapons in Oblivion absolutely fucked Vinland. I can't say that word. That's terrible. How awful of me. Can you imagine? They're great. They're delightful.
Mora House. Mora
buddy.
House. I love Mora House.
Mora House is fantastic. I think somebody on Fudge Muppet said that they wanted to see like.
Just kill the guy and run.
You're so right.
Wait, I know you.
I love how we got like an actual proper picture
That day the
of
Emperor was
Mora House
killed.
in like somehow the
They went through
last
your
ESO DLC.
Come on, you've got to help
They
me.
gave us like an artwork of him, and it looks great.
What?
Oh.
Somebody say, I need one more switch. One more switch, please. Somebody hit me with it. Come on.
Yeah, Mora House.
Come on, make him do it. Come on, do
Mora
it to
House
him.
Mora House wasn't the man bowl until Knights of the
Okay,
Nine.
no,
Of
that's
course, there's
three.
the base
Get
game
over
of
here,
the
come
statue
on.
where he's a man. Base game statue of Mora House was him as a man. You know, Mora House. His first mention was in Arena.
Do you think we're gonna die?
Yeah, I think.
really? I didn't know that.
Oh god.
They didn't
Yeah, the Lord's
connect-
Mail.
They
No.
didn't connect Mora House to
Yeah.
Pelennor.
And if
to
she's accepted?
Oblivion?
Godspeed, brother.
There might have been a vague mention in Morrowind, but not until
So what-
not
what
until
am I
Oblivion,
doing
not
with?
until Knights of the Nine even.
You're
Oh wow.
picking that lock so that hopefully you can.
Mora House was known at first as the dude who had the
We'll
Lord's
just
Mail.
retreat if we fail.
That was like his.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my! Wow, you're doing really well.
Yeah, how did Arena describe Lord's Mail?
Okay, never mind.
The Lord's Mail, sometimes called the Armor of Morahouse, the Gift of Kinnereth, is an ancient cuirass of unsurpassable quality. Blah, blah, blah. It's said that whenever Kinnereth deigns the wearer unworthy, the Lord's Mail will be taken away. So yeah, that's all we knew, was that it was Morahouse's armor. And then I think Morrowind gave us a bit of, in Pocket Guide, probably gave us a bit of lore on him. But it wasn't really until Knights of the Nine, where we really knew what he was.
Okay, what do I do now?
All right,
Oh,
Because you have the statue.
Now you run the heck
We
away.
can't kill. I killed the guy, but needs a key.
Oh, you gotta grab the key. You gotta grab the key. You gotta go back and grab that key. And no, it's on,
You're
it's
gonna
on the
die.
table. No.
Which table?
Oh no. Oh no.
Which table?
Oh, you're trapped. You gotta
Which
go.
table?
and
Oh!
you gotta get it. Oh. Uh-oh.
Heal,
Here we
potion,
go.
anything.
Thank you for getting those.
there you go. Okay. Now
No.
you gotta
Did that
run.
feel happen?
You're gonna run. Listen. Don't unpause yet. You're gonna run out of the cell, and you're
Okay.
gonna turn left immediately. There should be a little end table,
Left.
if I remember this quest correctly. Now the end table, to the right.
See it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Grab the key. Go. Okay. All right. I think you got one.
Die, cur!
Yeah, you got one. Go.
Wrong key!
Yes.
Wrong
Where's the
key!
key? No. All right. At least you know where. Let's go straight back. Grab that key.
Where's
key.
the-
Oh no. Where is it?
Where is it?
Oh no.
It's on the ground.
Oh!
Is it on the ground?
Oh no.
Oh!
You have. Oh.
Yeah,
This is not good.
Healing potion's fine. You're all good.
Where is it?
Is it really the only one that?
I don't
Okay, you
think
got.
it's zero.
Stolez is saying, just go back the way you came.
Yeah, swap to the heal spell. Just spam that on yourself.
No, like magic.
We
then
might be fucked.
all the way to.
To
There
the
you
left,
go.
bro. Oh, you went to all
There
for
you got
that?
it. Okay.
Okay.
Now just run. Just don't look back.
I do like how we came back for this guy like less than a week after escaping prison.
That's
Yes.
the best part.
Oh,
That's
these
part
guys!
of the
Oh no!
Dark Brotherhood.
Oh no!
It's
no,
okay.
no.
Your light armor increased.
Yeah.
Worth it.
I think I'm gonna only be here. I gotta say, I think I'm gonna only be here for about like 10, 15 more minutes.
Oh! Oh no! No, which way? Okay, come on.
Any last things we needed to talk about? We were talking about Morehouse a second ago.
Morehouse is great. My man bull, my bro.
Yep. Yep, we were talking Minotaurs. Yep. I love
This way.
how there's just his descent heavily implied to be his descendant as boss. So crazy.
What's your least favorite pick for a race to be added to Elder Scrolls 6? What
That's
race would
like,
they add that would upset you the most?
What do you mean? Like, what that would make me?
Yeah.
What
If they
in what
added
way
this
least
race-
favorite? Like,
if they added this race, which one would make you most highly consider not playing the game?
Lemmer.
Lemmer?
Which way?
That's a fair answer.
Because
It
I
is
don't know,
fair.
Zay. Gonna have to figure it out.
That's like a question there. Right.
Which way?
Right.
Oh no! Oh no!
Die.
Now the slowed, that would be crazy, but I'd be like, heck yeah. So I was like, that would be weird, then they wouldn't do it. But I'd be like, yeah, I'm down for it if they added like
You
something
gotta go
really
to the
weird.
sewers.
But if they added something like the Glimmer, I'd be like, what are you doing?
Oh.
Like decision wise, in terms of like lore wise.
Okay, I know this place.
Like even
Oh,
Snow
no,
Elf,
oh,
I'd
no,
be
oh,
like,
no.
"Ah,
We're
there's
doomed."
Even Snow Elf, you'd be fine.
Even Snow Elf will be like, you know what?
Guys, we're
simply
doomed.
because like
We're absolutely-
Skyrim left room for it. Skyrim left room for like a recovery in some way, in that there's like there could be isolated populations.
Who do you think that? Oh, isolated populations. That's decent. That's decent.
Because literally, that's what Gelibor was. They just died because of like unrelated things, because of the attacks of because of his.
How long are these
jerk brother.
sewers?
They're gigantic, bro.
Where's the exit?
If we're gonna talk about it like that, though, didn't Morrowind have a Dwemer?
Well, they had ghosts. That's different. And like the last Dwemer,
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just saying if you brought back the Dwemer to such a large population, like it just I don't know, it just like ruins a lot of like mystique and everything.
I do feel that if we're going to add any kind of race, even snow elf, it can't be a large population thing. It's got to be like a.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying.
Rare creature.
The Dwemer would be the one I would question. I would just like inherently question writing. Like any other race, it's just like what it's like. Yeah, I'd feel less strongly about.
Are we good?
I am.
He is a giant with your big
truly
club.
astounded that you managed to survive that.
Yeah.
That was epic, man. That was crazy.
We did it! I almost died. You weren't looking, but I almost died there. Wait, is Connor stuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, Connor's frozen.
Hello.
Connor!
And you leveled up.
Oh no. Connor, you gotta re-log in, I think.
Yeah.
They're still playing enemy music, so we can't
Can I
really...
get-
Oh,
I gotta get some water.
Oh no! Oh no! No, 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 no! Shouldn't have waited.
I think Dwemer is a fair choice. Fair answer.
Need to lose them, man.
My computer decided to attempt to achieve Kim and then zero-summed, apparently.
Glad you're back then.
Oh my god. Did we survive? Oh no. He's still chasing me.
I think I'm frozen on the stream.
Not anymore.
Yeah, you're fine now.
I'm gonna double check real quick. Yeah, you're back.
I'm back?
Yes. You know who's also back? Me. I barely survived this, but they're still chasing me. I'm just gonna go around.
Oh, you survived. Good, okay.
You're surprised that I survived.
I
You
am
said you
surprised
were
you
doing
survived,
it.
actually.
Brother, I'm astounded that you survived.
Yeah. I thought for sure you were a goner.
I was really thinking you were gonna break every single lockpick and just get, like, mauled to death.
No, I was gonna retreat if, like, we failed.
I figured your morale would be too low at that point. I thought you maybe would just give in.
You were talking to the guy who beats Morrowind Permadeath.
Hey, man. Lockpicking in Oblivion does something to a guy.
Reminder that
that.
sentient dragonlings that are completely unrelated to actual dragons are a thing.
Yeah, like for the pet that they added, or what?
No, that's Daggerfall. That's old Daggerfall lore, and it's referenced in the Skyrim book. In Daggerfall, there was just an enemy called Dragonlings, and like one of the language skills you could learn to like pacify them was called Dragonish, and they were like sentient. But in a Skyrim book, they said that there's tales of Dragonlings and such in the Iliac Bay, but study proved that these were just oversized lizards with no relation to true dragons.
That's funny.
Man, that was
But they're
such
still
a...
canonically sentient because of Daggerfall.
Are they still chasing me? Oh, just this guy.
Yeah, no, it's funny. There are little dragon pets in ESO, but how they do them is
hold
really
on.
funny. It's
Wizard.
It's an imp. It's an imp that after it like it does a little spell and then it looks like a mini dragon.
Where's Connor?
It's like an imp with like a dragon illusion overposed in it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
There's a specific dragon pet that has like actually a pretty interesting like bit of lore about it being like bred for like by a I think it was bred by some
I don't think.
Law on my watch, will you? I'll be confiscating your
Oh, are you talking about the mount?
and no gold to pay your fine, hmm?
The mount that's like a weird camel.
They've got some wacky
Oh
ones.
no.
You ought to go
Yeah.
to jail for that one.
Did you look at like? Have you been looking at you? Did you see that on UASP or something else?
No, I'm sort of.
That might have been
pulling it
something
from
I
the ether
added.
of my memory.
Look, at least I'm alive.
Yeah, there's a pet that like a Dunmer wizard was a Telvanni magister was commissioned to create a dragon, and he made like this like abomination of like a lizard camel thing that breathes fire, and he said that's good enough. It checks all the boxes.
Your armor skill is super master. Your box skill decrease. Your hand-to-hand skill is -3. Your heavy armor skill alchemist. All right.
I'll link it in chat. Oh, Connor says it appears his internet may be unalive.
Yikes.
We barely survived this.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Bill. Okay.
What is it now?
We barely survived that, man. Let's see what old Vicente is gonna say to that. Alright, in that case, I'll, give me a sec. Hide this window. Yeah, I'll talk to Nerevar as well about this, but I think this might be a very good point to, like, actually, hold on. To wrap up, maybe. We'll see.
You are like a dog.
Where'd you go?
Oh, yeah, because I'm gonna leave in like a small few minutes.
Yeah, just let him come back and.
Yeah.
Vicente?
Vaelendreth lies dead, but why the unsanctioned bloodshed? You seem to lack discipline. Here is your reward, but I'm afraid the bonus is forfeit. Excuse me, brother. Can you spare a moment?
But of course. What troubles you?
I've been meaning to ask you about your last contract. I heard there were some complications.
So you heard. Yes, it was quite the debacle. The head just wouldn't sever. Cut, saw, hack.
Wait.
By Sithis, I swear, her tendons were made of steel.
Yeah, remember, dear brother, I can't always be there to get you out of trouble.
Right then. We should probably get back to our duties.
Why don't I have clothes on again?
Walk always in the shadow of Sithis. You are like a dark gift from the Night Mother herself. Please, I have a special contract that needs fulfillment. In truth, I don't wish to offer it to any other family member. I've come to rely on your abilities.
Contract.
We're usually called upon to take a life, but not this time. This contract requires us to stage the assassination of a marked man. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready to accept.
You must go to the city of Coral and break into the house of Francois Mortieri. Inside, you will find Mortieri waiting for you. Do not kill him. You see, Francois Mortieri is a marked man. He owes a considerable sum to the wrong kind of people, so they have sent an enforcer to kill him. Here. You will use this specially poisoned knife to stage Mortieri's death in the enforcer's presence. Mortieri himself will provide more details. This is an unusual contract. Mortieri had to make a special arrangement with us before it was approved. I trust in your professionalism.
Alright.
Spill some blood for me, dear brother.
I'm gonna have to put my armor back on. I'm not sure why it made me like this. So, once we got out of prison, we were like this for some reason.
Like what?
Like, we didn't have clothes on.
Have you still got your clothes in your inventory?
Yes.
Yeah, that happened last
Oh, it says it's I'm wearing a shirt, but I'm not.
Visual glitch.
Anyway. Do you think we need to do the Francois Motier one? We're going to Coral and stuff, if you want to do it still. Or do you think this might be a good point to stop?
Yeah, because like either way, I have to leave in a few minutes. I almost wanted to.
Well,
It's all you.
what I could do is though I could continue my. We could take a break. I'm gonna take a break and just hang out with Nervar a bit, and then I might start up the regular broadcasting. 2 streams a day keeps the doctor away. Right?
Yeah. So yeah, I was wondering if we had like one last topic to talk about or something like that before.
Yeah, what would be the last topic to talk about? Interest. He's more. I'm lore savvy as well, but he's more lore savvy than I am. So, what would be the last topic to close this off?
Hold on, do we want to talk about some
Get away from me.
lore stuff, or do we want to talk about something a little bit lighter? I was enjoying the conversations.
I don't know.
Races they could add.
Yeah, I like talking about. I sent. And can you see like? Can you access this device right now? I actually wanted to like text you like the races list just of all the canonical races and stuff.
Yeah, let me see.
I'll send it. I'll send it again in chat as well.
By the way, this is like the 3rd time. The memes. Yeah. Francois Motier seeing me kill him a 3rd time in a different lifetime. Yeah, our armor is broken, so we have to wear the fur armor for now.
There's a lot of men on that list, but most of those men are like early Nedic groups, you know, like early tribes.
Well, here's a real talk for you, something that I've always been, quite frankly, just a little bit upset. The Bretons, that's just a normal dude, right? Where's the elf?
You know, I was always joking.
It's in their traits and in their history.
By the way, I was always joking.
It's more like their gameplay perception, but like it's because like the elf blood hasn't been really been that prominent in their bloodline since for like thousands of years. Like the Dureni all died. Like, well, there's still some modern remnants of Dureni, but like really they're just the descendants of the descendants of the descendants of those like sort of highly bred half-elf types.
If they're highly bred half-elves, and they're breeding with other Bretons, highly bred half-elves, surely they should retain those traits. At least among, like...
Some do get, like, minorly pointy ears in ESO and, like, some pieces of artwork, but yeah, just this... It's just culturally, they've always been supposed to be a type of human, really.
Oh, no.
In a lot of their stuff.
Look, for instance, though, at, like, the Breton art in Oblivion, when they show you, like, the art for the race.
Well, that's always been kind of just inconsistent with, like, how most of them look.
It's very stylized. It's very, very sort of not so unique because half-elves are not terribly unique as a concept. But I do think it is like could be a much more interesting way to depict them as making them just look just a little bit more Mur-esque. Because as it stands, I think that you're...
Well,
you could
hello.
Britain.
You must be the one Lucien Lachance told me about.
There would just be no...
I've been expecting you.
Well, that's the problem with the 3 main human races. Well, not 3 main. I'm sorry. That's the problem with like the white-skinned human races in general. And like even like Imperials, like in ESO, some of them can look kind of red.
His name is Hides His Heart, and he's on his way here now. That's why I hired you, so you can fake my death.
I think the
Like,
I agree. I mean, I agree from a design
Well,
perspective, but that's just
when
how it's
Heart
been.
gets here,
How it's
I'll
always
put on a
been
little
in
act.
terms of like
You'll
how
cut
the
me with your
humans,
poison
just
knife,
appearance-wise,
and that
look.
vile enforcer will think
Because
I'm
they're
dead.
not different
You must
species
then
at
steal
all.
from
There
Coral,
literally
and
are
Heart's
just
heart
different
must not be
races
killed.
in terms of the humans.
That way he can go back and tell his employers I'm dead. If you wait a day, my body will be put on display in the Coral Chapel Undercroft. You can come to me then and administer the antidote. Got all that?
Yeah.
Good.
Meanwhile,
Mighty's
yeah,
heart will be
the
here
elves
any
always
moment.
had something mythically
Get ready.
different about them.
Oh, I do
Between
hope
like their
this
different
works.
appearances.
yeah, of course you get like the Dunmer that are like, you know, the divine Azuran punishment, right? Where you can't really. That's
Yeah.
a fair, odd difference to have between two, you know, creatures that are supposed to be the same species.
Motieri, I know you're in there. My employers are most...
Yeah, no. The real issue with Bretons is really they were supposed to almost be like the default looking like white guys, and then Imperials got introduced as playable because like in Arena
am here to
Daggerfall, the
exact
Imperial
payment
race didn't truly
in blood.
exist.
You will.
I do think
Who is this?
Oh
And I
no!
understand that they
What
want
am I
to
to
do a lot
do?
of, like, the
An
character
underworld
customization
enforcer
options,
and a
and they do a
dark
really good
Brotherhood
job with
assassin,
NPCs.
both here to kill
But I do
poor
think that,
Francois.
like,
The Dark
having
Brotherhood.
your
Oh, you have been a naughty boy, Motier, haven't you?
hard
Stand
Italian,
aside, assassin.
yes.
Motier is mine. My employers
They've always
demand
had like slightly more. I mean, that is they've always been a little more chiseled.
Yeah.
The Imperials, and they've always had a little more mixed traits. Because I mean, that's part of their. That's why some of them are a little more darker skinned at times.
So a joke. I have an
Imperials
interesting.
have always.
I have an interesting joke. Sorry for interrupting, but would it be possible? Oh crap! I need to run. I need to get out of Coral before he gets killed. Question.
What's your question, soldier?
Which I already asked because it's a stupid question, just to be funny. You know how Maruk tried to separate Ario from Akatosh?
Yes.
Can Maruk technically separate the elf from the Breton?
It's just
Hit 'em with
Like from the race.
Split.
Yeah, like can you like remove the elven blood from the Bretons using some trickery?
I think like Tarp was saying, it's generations back, so every Breton would give you like
What's
one
this about?
100th of an elf.
Well, yeah, but still, would need to make Pelno proud.
Helena would like that.
What else was there? But yeah, no, that's always been an issue with the Manish races, because like Cyrodiils were like you know kind of a late addition in terms of the because originally it was just kind of implied that the Imperial province was just kind of cosmopolitan mixed.
Hopefully,
But then
we're-
like yeah, we eventually got the actual
hopefully
Cyrod
we're
race.
high level enough to defeat these zombies. If not,
What is it now?
So in turn, they made Breton seem less unique,
do.
and also because Imperials kind of became progressively more just European in like their like fantasy influences.
Yeah, that's a real shame. I
In
think
of course,
General
Oblivion.
Cyrodiil would have gone crazy hard.
Yeah. Again, my issue isn't jungle Cyrodiil. It's just like the lack of Nibonese versus Colovian. Like I don't really care too much that Cyrodiil is in a jungle. It's just the cultural stuff that's really
wait, why
missing.
does this need a key?
It's
What?
The thing that's sort of a shame to me is just how, like, looking at like the Imperial art and everything, originally as it was, I think the aesthetic could have been a lot more interesting.
Guys, I think we're stuck.
Yeah. Again, the Nibonese, like I really wish we got the real Nibonese. Really, basically everyone's Colovian.
Stop talking.
It's like
We have an issue. This needs a key.
Can you get it from somebody? Maybe the priest?
Maybe I should wait until it's like. Hold on.
yeah, there's a lot of weird. Problem is a lot of races that could be like good playable races are extinct.
How?
Like in terms
Why?
of like differentiating.
Why does it need
Like
a
you have the
key?
Kothringi, which are like just
I hate
metal
That never
skinned
happened
men,
before.
like in color, and like you have the Lilmathit, which are just like Khajiit but foxes instead. But they're extinct.
I've never
Or, like,
needed a key
mostly
to go in
extinct.
there. What the heck?
I was gonna get the snake men from Akavir up in here.
Yeah, Sacy. I mean, the Sacy, the funny thing with them is, yeah, how human they already look anyways. Because, like, I mean, that's the thing with them. From the beginning, they were said to look human despite also being snake men. Like, Mysterious Akavir says
Guys!
they ate the men of Akavir. They still look like them.
Guys, you don't get it.
Good afternoon. Can you not try and pickpocket a key from him? Essentially?
I'll try now.
Yeah. So did you look at the race list thing? Like, there's all kinds of weird beast folk.
I think we're locked out.
Yeah.
What's chat think?
The extinct bird folk.
Chat, help!
Fawns, they're not extinct. But they're
What's
primitive.
going on?
What?
We're locked out. Connor's back.
Centaurs.
Centaur's great.
There's
Hello,
3 different
Connor,
crab
say
men.
something.
Connor's not here.
He's here, but...
Yep.
No, literally, I can't pick this lock. What the heck? Maybe the evening hours?
I like the Reachman a lot. I know that's not a different race at all.
Oh yeah, the Reachmen, you could easily make them playable, of course. That would be one that you could very easily make playable. There's very little justification needed. Other than, like, you know, not being particularly different. Because they really aren't just Bretons. That's just kind of the gameplay, limitation.
No.
If anything, they're more mixed than Bretons. In terms of all the bloodlines they have in them.
Oh yeah.
They're the mutt race. And not to be derogatory. I just mean literally. They have like a bit of everything in terms of blood.
I think also that in terms of like the next game, I would love to see some more like race specific quests / quest options.
Oh yeah, I get that. I get like, having more influence in the world.
I think we can reload the save here.
Reload? Yeah, like if the game's broken. Yeah, Reachman, that's another thing ESO has done justice, is really fleshing out the Reachman.
Yeah.
In terms of not just like, the Forsworn enemy type. Yeah, by the time of ESO, they own Markarth and stuff. Like that's actually their territory, and they're like, they're not just violent to everyone.
Why is it not letting me load the save?
The Forsworn, the whole thing with the Forsworn is they're extremists. They're like going like so far back.
It's not even letting me load my saves. Hold on, main menu.
I have to restart the game.
If we have to restart the game, I think
Build your auto
gotta just end it. Hey Connor, how's it going?
Hello, Connor. We hear you now.
Okay, that's odd. Whoa. What the heck was that? Okay. Hello. Yes, I'm back.
Let's try this again. Why is it not loading any of my games? Oh my god!
Uh-oh.
Weird.
Okay, if we don't figure this out, I'll just restart my computer later, and this can be it. What do you think?
Yeah.
You ready?
I mean, if it's not working, it's not working. You can't do anything about that.
Oblivion, guys.
Yeah.
Oblivion, everybody.
Classic. Classic
Oblivion. Yeah, we were just... One of the easiest races they can make playable, we were just talking about, you were probably listening, was the Reachman.
Should I say that one more time?
What?
Connor, could you hear me?
Yes, Sid.
Okay, well, we won't hear you.
Your audio was kind
of
been a little bit strange there.
All right.
Oh, it looks like it's not just me having internet problems.
I mean, you're both in Florida, so.
Hello, Ting Tang Tang.
Yeah, I think this might be a good point. What do you think?
A sign of the ending of the stream. The internets have decided
The Oblivions
we
have
must end.
decided too.
We cursed Todd one too many times.
Stola says a safe corruption. You mean all of my? You mean Todd killed our character?
It's Todd.
After my epic escape from like the Imperial sewers.
I may end up crashing, so I'm gonna say goodbye to chat and leave before I end up being
You hear me now? I'm back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like something went weird. Are we still live?
Wait.
Oh wow.
Guessing yes.
Yeah, we're still alive. Kind of. It looks like the save files corrupted all of the autosaves, and the last time we saved was in the natural cave at the start of the game. So,
lovely.
Prince Pitdog 69 Dingusberg
got killed by Todd Howard.
Yeah, he just got set back a few hours.
Rip.
Well, you know.
Oh.
I suppose that's a good reason as any to end the stream.
I should have saved. I should have not like left that like game while it was running. I could have saved then too.
Hey man, if Todd wanted you dead, Todd's gonna get you killed. There's nothing you could have done about that.
Rip.
Come on, this can't be happening, can it? Like for the fact that Todd just killed our character. He was so ugly that the God Howard themselves killed us.
All right.
Nobody could have killed Prince Pitdog 69 Dingusberg except Todd.
We were doing so well. No, and it locked the door for us. That's the other thing. It literally locked.
Yeah, they got your ass. That's rough.
Oh
well.
I think it's a good ending for us.
Todd really didn't want Todd didn't want to make Reachman playable. That's why it happened.
All right.
Prince Pitdog was just too powerful.
All right. So for next playthrough we can't do Dogmer, right?
Yep.
Unless did Pitdog really die, or we can replay him?
Well, that's a real good question.
Yeah, I'm gonna poll the audience. I mean, it is happening, right? Because you're gonna be here for the next how many years too, so we're definitely playing through it. All right, everyone. Thank you all for watching, and again, thank you, Nervar, for being here. Yes, we should do it more often. Join the Discord to like post things on our fan art wall. Like, subscribe, and do all the things. And I will see you.